journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In 1968, one such resolute step was taken, a step that would go on to shape a new era of industries not only in India but across the globe. From its humble beginnings as a division of Tata Sons, TCS embarked on a journey which would make it the very heartbeat of its industry around the world. But the journey has been far from solitary. It's over these years, the path has been tread upon by remarkable leaders. But the path has always been built together, hand in hand, as one TCS.
Who's behind the airlines that connect new business partners and reunite generations of families? The wireless carriers and manufacturers that keep North America intertwined and entertained. And the city water utilities that turn on every refreshing splash, shower, and sip. Who's behind the retailers that sell products that fix millions of kitchen sinks, scraped knees, and teenage fashion emergencies? The banks that offer credit cards points that fuel new experiences. And the car manufacturers that innovate new ways for you to feel the wind in your hair. Who's behind the pharmaceutical trailblazers, developing new medical innovations? The shipping companies that deliver packages from Tucson to Toronto on time for the holiday season. And even the marathon makers who give millions a path to achieve their dreams. Who's behind them all? Tata Consultancy Services, helping businesses harness technology to make every day better.
2024 is poised to be the year of acceleration for Gen AI. AI will create 12 million more net jobs by 2025, according to the Future of Jobs report by the World Economic Forum. TCS has embraced this technology revolution to drive business. Through partnerships with hyperscalers and investments in talent development, TCS is well on its way to becoming an AI-first enterprise.
Today, building AI, Gen AI solution is an art form. We are essentially trying to figure out how to convert the art form into sort of well-engineered system. Can we think about future of that is AI first? Imagine the future of contact center is actually no contact center. The contact center is actually intelligent enough to know that Harik is likely to call. So proactive, personalized, context-aware outbound communication will actually substitute inbound communication. And to do that, you need Gen AI. Our entire philosophy is, can we use AI, Gen AI to actually augment people to make better decisions that in fact control the quality of output that are actually generated. The role of people will start shifting from doers of work to decision makers, trainers of machines. Action will be highly augmented by machines. Decisions and creativity continue to stay with the humans. And that is where we feel the future is going to be. The most interesting programming language for the future is English. So your ability to use this technology using intelligent interrogation, which is what is called as prompt engineering, is going to become an important skill. So in a sense, this is sort of akin to what if you today wanted to do search on Google, there are people who are brilliant at searching to find the answer that you're looking for very quickly. The art form today is all about data science, understanding data, understanding how to use data, understanding which data you should use, which data you shouldn't use. So from a technical perspective, those skills are going to be very important. Hallucination is a feature, not a bug. If you ask the same question 2 times, you'll get a slightly different answer, which is much like humans. This notion of non-determinism is a key feature. The moment you remove that, it becomes robotic, and in which case it will no longer remain as interesting as it is today. Gen AI is a game changer. On the enterprise side, the future is going to be interesting.
The world of technology is evolving rapidly. The arrival of AI and generative AI has opened up numerous possibilities for businesses. To navigate this dynamic digital landscape, Tata Consultancy Services is building one of the world's largest AI-ready workforce. TCS has now launched an AI experience zone for its workforce.
We want all of our associates to actually be AI ready. We want them to actually participate in this journey of defining the future of every industry, future of every knowledge work.
The AI Experience Zone fosters experimentation and collaboration with Gen AI tools. The AI Experience Zone offers distinct immersive environments for each employee, access to cutting-edge Gen AI-powered applications and tutorials covering essential Gen AI concepts. It encourages creation of innovative use cases and upholds necessary guardrails and responsible AI principles.
The vision really is about creating an atmosphere where people seek to experience AI as opposed to train for it. We find such experiential learning goes a long way.
Gen AI has captured the imagination of the world at large. TCS is empowering its workforce with skills to harness the potential of AI and Gen AI to successfully deliver value for clients.
Customers are looking to us to say in which aspects of their enterprise value chain can they consume generative AI. And we, as a consequence, are looking at the technology space, that is how they engineer software, how they can become AI-first organizations, how they can consume both AI and the cloud to create bigger and better business outcomes.
So getting the workforce to first of all understand the deep parts of the technology as well as how to effectively utilize that technology to actually redefine their own work is going to be crucial for defining the future of not only our industry but every industry. It's all about understanding AI and Gen AI and finding ways to apply all of these techniques to real-world problems.
Tata Consultancy Services, committed to becoming an AI-first organization. Tata Consultancy Services gains $2 billion in brand value, the highest absolute value growth across the global IT services industry for the year. TCS is the second most valuable IT services brand in the world, according to the Brand Finance Global 500 Brand Survey for 2024. TCS has strengthened its position as a global leader with a significant growth of 11.5% in its brand value. The growth of the brand was steered by steady investments in AI readiness and a commitment to sustainability. TCS has made significant investments over the past decades to expand the global footprint of its brand.
TCS is doing extremely well. I remember when we launched this table about 5 or 6 years ago, you were somewhere like 4th or 5th, and you're now a solid 2nd in the table. With AI and technology as a whole, there's a huge impetus for growth, and the whole sector has grown. The thing which really stands out about TCS is the Tata heritage. And we have known Tata ever since Brand Finance was set up over 25 years ago. It really is an amazing company, and the values translate through to TCS. In the last few years, the way that you've taken marathons, which are really what you've been engaged on for many years to build the brand, and marathons are such an appropriate thing for your sponsorship. Good for the community, and it's truly impressive.
It's great to be outperforming the industry, and we are solidly the valued as the #2 brand globally inside our industry. Our big community of 603,000 TCSers around the world are the ambassadors who embody our brand. What we do every day builds our brand with our clients, and it culminates into this brand value.
With a deeper focus on AI and sustainability, TCS is all set to carve the next chapter for its brand. Tata Consultancy Services, driving innovation to build a better tomorrow.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In 1968, one such resolute step was taken, a step that would go on to shape a new era of industries not only in India but across the globe. From its humble beginnings as a division of Tata Sons, TCS embarked on a journey which would make it the very heartbeat of its industry around the world. But the journey has been far from solitary. It's an expedition shaped by a coming together of great minds. A journey fortified by you and those who came before you. A journey made without compromising on our values. An unbreakable commitment to our clients. And a passion for continuous global expansion. Witness how we hone our skills, mastering each twist and turn of the technological evolution. And we have done it all by caring for our people and our planet. Over these years, the path has been tread upon by remarkable leaders, but the path has always been built together, hand in hand, as one TCS.
Who's behind the airlines that connect new business partners and reunite generations of families? The wireless carriers and manufacturers that keep North America intertwined and entertained. And the city water utilities that turn on every refreshing splash, shower, and sip. Who's behind the retailers that sell products that fix millions of kitchen sinks, scraped knees, and teenage fashion emergencies? The banks that offer credit cards points that fuel new experiences. And the car manufacturers that innovate new ways for you to feel the wind in your hair. Who's behind the pharmaceutical trailblazers, developing new medical innovations? The shipping companies that deliver packages from Tucson to Toronto on time for the holiday season. And even the marathon makers who give millions a path to achieve their dreams. Who's behind them all? Tata Consultancy Services, helping businesses harness technology to make every day better.
"2024 is poised to be the year of acceleration for Gen AI. AI will create 12 million more net jobs by 2025, according to the Future of Jobs report by the World Economic Forum. TCS has embraced this technology revolution to drive business. Through partnerships with hyperscalers and investments in talent development, TCS is well on its way to becoming an AI-first enterprise.
Today, building AI, Gen AI solution is an art form. We are essentially trying to figure out how to convert the art form into sort of well-engineered system. Can we think about future of that is AI first? Imagine the future of contact center is actually no contact center. The contact center is actually intelligent enough to know that Harik is likely to call. So proactive, personalized, context-aware outbound communication will actually substitute inbound communication. And to do that, you need Gen AI. Our entire philosophy is, can we use AI, Gen AI to actually augment people to make better decisions that in fact control the quality of output that are actually generated. The role of people will start shifting from doers of work to decision makers, trainers of machines. Action will be highly augmented by machines. Decisions and creativity continue to stay with the humans. And that is where we feel the future is going to be. The most interesting programming language for the future is English. So your ability to use this technology using intelligent interrogation, which is what is called as prompt engineering, is going to become an important skill. So in a sense, this is sort of akin to what if you today wanted to do search on Google, there are people who are brilliant at searching to find the answer that you're looking for very quickly. The art form today is all about data science, understanding data, understanding how to use data, understanding which data you should use, which data you shouldn't use. So from a technical perspective, those skills are going to be very important. Hallucination is a feature, not a bug. If you ask the same question 2 times, you'll get a slightly different answer, which is much like humans. This notion of non-determinism is a key feature. The moment you remove that, it becomes robotic, and in which case it will no longer remain as interesting as it is today. Gen AI is a game changer. On the enterprise side, the future is going to be interesting.
The world of technology is evolving rapidly. The arrival of AI and generative AI has opened up numerous possibilities for businesses. To navigate this dynamic digital landscape, Tata Consultancy Services is building one of the world's largest AI-ready workforce. TCS has now launched an AI experience zone for its workforce.
We want all of our associates to actually be AI ready. We want them to actually participate in this journey of defining the future of every industry, future of every knowledge work.
The AI Experience Zone fosters experimentation and collaboration with Gen AI tools. The AI Experience Zone offers distinct immersive environments for each employee, access to cutting-edge Gen AI-powered applications and tutorials covering essential Gen AI concepts. It encourages creation of innovative use cases and upholds necessary guardrails and responsible AI principles.
The vision really is about creating an atmosphere where people seek to experience AI as opposed to train for it. We find such experiential learning goes a long way.
Gen AI has captured the imagination of the world at large. TCS is empowering its workforce with skills to harness the potential of AI and Gen AI to successfully deliver value for clients.
Customers are looking to us to say in which aspects of their enterprise value chain can they consume generative AI. And we, as a consequence, are looking at the technology space, that is how they engineer software, how they can become AI-first organizations, how they can consume both AI and the cloud to create bigger and better business outcomes.
So getting the workforce to first of all understand the deep parts of the technology as well as how to effectively utilize that technology to actually redefine their own work is going to be crucial for defining the future of not only our industry but every industry. It's all about understanding AI and Gen AI and finding ways to apply all of these techniques to real-world problems.
Tata Consultancy Services, committed to becoming an AI-first organization. Tata Consultancy Services gains $2 billion in brand value. The highest absolute value growth across the global IT services industry for the year. TCS is the second most valuable IT services brand in the world, according to the Brand Finance Global 500 Brand Survey for 2024. TCS has strengthened its position as a global leader with a significant growth of 11.5% in its brand value. The growth of the brand was steered by steady investments in AI readiness and a commitment to sustainability. TCS has made significant investments over the past decades to expand the global footprint of its brand.
TCS is doing extremely well. I remember when we launched this table about 5 or 6 years ago, you were somewhere like fourth or fifth, and you're now a solid second in the table. With AI and technology as a whole, there's a huge impetus for growth, and the whole sector has grown. The thing which really stands out about TCS is the Tata heritage. And we have known Tata ever since Brand Finance was set up over 25 years ago. It really is an amazing company, and the values translate through to TCS. In the last few years, the way that you've taken marathons, which are really what you've been engaged on for many years to build the brand, and marathons are such an appropriate thing for your sponsorship. Good for the community, and it's truly impressive.
It's great to be outperforming the industry, and we are solidly the valued as the number 2 brand globally inside our industry. Our big community of 603,000 TCSers around the world are the ambassadors who embody our brand. What we do every day builds our brand with our clients, and it culminates into this brand value.
With a deeper focus on AI and sustainability, TCS is all set to carve the next chapter for its brand. Tata Consultancy Services, driving innovation to build a better tomorrow.
Dear shareholders, good afternoon. I welcome you to the 29th Annual General Meeting of Tata Consultancy Services Limited and would like to take you through certain key points regarding the participation and e-voting procedure at this meeting. The facility for joining the AGM through video conference, other audiovisual means is made available for the shareholders. All shareholders who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute to avoid disturbance arising from any background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. Once the question and answer session starts, the names of the shareholders who have registered as speaker shareholders will be announced one by one. Speaker shareholders will be connected in the audio-video mute mode. Once your name is announced, you will be sent a request to unmute your microphone. Kindly unmute your microphone, switch your camera on and speak. If you are not able to switch to video mode for any reason, please use the audio mode only. To ensure greater clarity and to minimize background noise, we recommend that you use headphones or earphones with a microphone. For a better video experience, please ensure lighting at your video. Kindly ensure your Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices and no other applications are running on the device. If it is observed there is a connectivity problem at the speaker shareholder's end, we would ask the next speaker to join. If connectivity improves, We will call those shareholders who had connectivity issues earlier to join again once the other shareholders who have registered complete their turn. Request you to kindly restrict your queries or comments to 3 minutes to allow maximum participation of the shareholders. During the AGM, if any shareholder other than speaker shareholder faces any technical issues, please contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of the AGM under point number 19B3 on page 44 or refer to the FAQs available on the NSDL website. If at any time during the AGM you lose connectivity, do check your internet connection and log in once again using the same process. The Companies Act 2013 and SEBI-listing regulations provide for electronic voting. Accordingly, the company has provided its shareholder the facility to cast their vote through remote electronic voting system administered by NSDL. Facility for voting at the meeting is also provided for shareholders present here and who have not voted yet. Members, while watching the proceedings of the meeting, may cast their vote on NSDL e-voting website by using the login methods detailed in note number 19A of the AGM notice at page 40. The facility for voting shall also be made available for 15 minutes after the conclusion of the meeting. Mr. P.N. Parekh, Practicing Company Secretary, has been appointed as scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner. Since the AGM is being held through video conference, other audio-visual means, and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening this meeting have already been put to vote through remote voting, there will not be any proposing or seconding of the resolutions. Thank you. I request now the Chairman to please take over the proceedings of the meeting.
Thank you, Pradeep. Good afternoon, shareholders. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 29th Annual General Meeting of the company. As the requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. I want to thank all members who are joining this meeting today. This Annual General Meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. A live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on NSDL's website. The registers, as required under the Companies Act 2013, are open for inspection. The company has received letters along with board resolutions from 9 corporate shareholders appointing and authorizing representatives under Section 113 of the Companies Act 2013. These represent 260 crore 14 lakh 99,443 equity shares, which is 71.90% of the paid-up equity capital of the company. Since there is no physical attendance of members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. Now, it is my pleasure to also introduce all the directors who have joined today on the video conference along with me to introduce themselves. Let me start with introducing Mr. O.P. Bhatt.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Om Prakash Bhatt, an independent director on the company's board since April 2012. I also chair the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and I am attending this annual general meeting of FY24 from TCS House through video conferencing. Thank you.
Dr. Pradeep Khosla.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pradeep Kumar Khosla, independent director of the company since December 2018. I also chair the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, and I'm attending this annual general meeting from my office in San Diego, United States. Thank you, everybody.
Hanne Sorensen.
Thank you, Chairman. I am Hanne Sørensen, and I'm attending this meeting from residence in Copenhagen in Denmark, and I'm an independent director of the company's board since December 2018. I hope that you and your family members are all healthy and doing well. Thank you.
Keki Mistry.
Thank you, Chairman, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm K.K. Mistry, Independent Director on TCS's board since December 2018. I also chair the Audit and Risk Management Committees of the board. I'm attending this annual general meeting from my home office in Mumbai through video conference. I hope you and all your family members are healthy and keeping well. Thank you.
Alnur Ramji.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alno Ramji, Independent Director on the company's board since October 2023. I'm attending this annual general meeting of FY24 from my residence in London on video conference. And I sincerely hope all of you and your family members are healthy and doing well. Take care and thank you.
Aarti Subramaniam.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aarti Subramanian, Non-Executive Director on the company's board since August 2017. I'm attending this annual general meeting of FY24 from TCS House through video conference. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you.
Thank you. In addition, we also have our other senior executives, the statutory and secretarial auditors of the company, joining this meeting through video conference from their respective locations. Since the notice is already circulated duly to the members, I take the notice convening this meeting as read. Joining this meeting with me here on the dais is Mr. K. Krithivasan, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, and Mr. Samir Saksaria, Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Pradeep Gaitonde, Company Secretary. I would like to place on record our deep appreciation for the invaluable contribution made by our directors who have retired earlier this year. Mr. Don Callahan retired as an independent director, and he has made invaluable contribution. And we also had Mr. N. Ganapathy Subramaniam, who was the executive director of the company, retire earlier this month after attaining the age of 65 years. He also made very, very significant contribution, not only as a director, all through his career in TCS. Our deep appreciation to both of them. Mr. O.P. Bhatt would complete his term as independent director on June 26, 2024. On behalf of the board and all of you shareholders, I would like to place on record our deep appreciation for his contribution as a director of the company. During this year, Mr. Alnur Ramji was appointed as independent director on the board of the company, and I welcome him. Further, I would like to take a moment to express our deep sense of loss on the sad demise of one of our former executive directors, Mr. Firoz Vandrewala. He was a key member of our leadership team and made many significant contributions during his tenure in the company. Now, I would like to focus on the market environment as well as the performance of the company and what we have to look forward. As you all know, since the pandemic, the world has been pretty eventful. Once we recovered from the pandemic, we saw supply chain shocks. Then we saw economic slowdown, then rising inflation, then military actions resulting in wars, unstable geopolitical environment and tensions, if I may call it that. And the economic activity since then has more or less stabilized. The central banks around the world have taken concerted action to bring down the inflation, and the growth forecast for the next couple of years looks to be around 3.2%. And India, in this environment, has been doing very well and is poised to do very well. The world is also at the same time adapting to some very key megatrends. I have pointed out these megatrends earlier in my communication to you, but nevertheless I will mention these trends and how they are likely to play out. Artificial intelligence, new energy, supply chain resilience, importance of secure networks, and talent. These transformations bring both opportunities and challenges for all industries, especially to our industry, compelling us to innovate and stay ahead of the curve. First, on artificial intelligence. Gen AI will have a very significant impact on nearly every sector and every country in the coming years. All industries will witness higher productivity. Enterprises have already invested in cloud, data infrastructure, and processing power, and these will aid both artificial intelligence, particularly generative AI. Gen AI will not only improve productivity but will also create impact in many sectors in a way that we have not imagined before. The deployment of AI and Gen AI will significantly influence the financial institutions in both driving efficiency as well as target new customers and serve customers in a very personalized manner. For example, insurance claims will be processed in a matter of minutes. Lending and disbursements will become very, very fast. If you come to drug discovery, AI is accelerating drug development by screening millions of compounds, predicting interactions, and generating new candidates for testing. Connected medical devices, together with AI, will transform healthcare in a significant way. It will enhance productivity, enable remote care, and help overcome shortage of skilled resources. And it will also enable every worker, healthcare worker, to perform at a higher level of skill because of the ability that the Gen AI can bring to bear. In advanced manufacturing, an AI-first approach will drive new benchmarks of productivity, efficiency, and sustainability. Telecom industry globally is upgrading communications infrastructure to 5G and beyond. These high-speed, low-latency networks, along with edge computing and AI, will become the backbone of the future of business. For instance, even in the Tata Group, today, across our companies, we are already involved in doing more than 100 Gen AI projects. And all these projects are demonstrating very tangible business impact in terms of greater customer experience, productivity, and efficiency. In e-commerce, Gen AI is being used to generate product catalogs, deliver conversational shopping experience, and provide personalized offers. In manufacturing, Gen AI is enabling shop floor workers to troubleshoot complex equipment by asking questions in their native languages, thereby making the availability of the infrastructure very high and improving productivity. Companies are utilizing Gen AI to analyze large documents, such as tender documents, to significantly reduce sales cycle. AI, needless to say, will empower every employee to perform at a higher level of productivity. Another trend I would like to address is the new energy resources. The global energy transition is accelerating, and businesses are making clear commitments towards sustainable future. The energy requirement of our fast-changing world is enormous. The current energy demand estimates do not fully take into account the additional energy that will be required to power the development of Gen AI and the associated data center infrastructure. The processing of large amounts of data consumes a lot of energy. The key, therefore, is to lower the cost of renewable energy while making the shift towards renewables as a source. The third trend I would like to talk about is the supply chain, whereby the geopolitical challenges continue to alter established supply chains and globally companies are rebalancing their supply chains to address both resilience and efficiency. New global supply chain ecosystems are being created with India playing an important role in advanced manufacturing. Fourth, in today's world, secure networks have become a key necessity as data is the foundation for businesses and society. These networks power everything from predictive analytics and AI to personalized customer experiences. As value of data increases, along with concerns of privacy and protection, it has rightly become a focal point of security for all businesses. Now, coming to your company is making significant investments and building capabilities to partner with customers during this important phase of technological shifts that I described above. In the last fiscal year, FY24, TCS consolidated its AI and cloud expertise with the creation of AI.Cloud unit. In addition, each of the business groups are developing domain-specific AI and Gen AI offerings. The company has upskilled more than 3 lakh employees on Gen AI technologies, and the company's products and services are also being enhanced or redesigned to leverage the Gen AI capabilities. The company has doubled down on its partnerships in the areas such as AI, cloud, quantum computing, and cybersecurity. These early investments position your company as a trusted partner to bring the right set of thought leadership and execution skills in customers' technology adoption in this journey. In terms of intellectual property, TCS is focusing on creating a number of intellectual properties and platforms to leverage AI and Gen AI-led IP platforms. TCS's Mastercraft product suite has been enhanced with Gen AI capabilities. TCS has also created a platform for generating front-end applications based on business requirements in natural languages. To help customers in their adoption of Gen AI, TCS has built a platform that helps enterprises select most cost-effective LLM in their context. For partnering with customers on their energy transition journey, TCS is investing in research on green hydrogen, biofuels, and is also developing digital platforms to help customers reduce their scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions. It has developed a proprietary ESG framework to build transparency into operations and simplify compliance reporting. In addition, the global customers are working with TCS to use the TCS IP to enable this transition to a sustainable future. In terms of the mobile telephony infrastructure, TCS is making its efforts to engineer 5G and 6G communication stacks using open standards, and the telecom industry globally is upgrading, towards this modern infrastructure. 2 state-of-the-art labs for future-ready communication infrastructure and interoperability has been set up by TCS, one in Bangalore, the other one is in Gurugram. Investments are being made to make a significant play in multiple niche technologies such as 5G SA core, ORAN, and other related technologies. The above trends are leading to evolution of future of work and are compelling new skill sets to be built for the future. Our approach to talent has always been very strategic, where we recognize our employees as key stakeholders in our growth. With a workforce of more than 6 lakh employees, our workforce continues to be very diverse, with over 152 nationalities represented and women representing close to 36% of the employee base. And TCS logged more than 50 million hours of learning hours, acquiring over 5 million competencies. The culture of lifelong learning and innovation, by closely linking learning with careers and rewards, it has helped TCS to be placed as a global top employer for the 9th consecutive year in around 32 countries, placing us as only one in 16 organizations worldwide to achieve this status across industries. All of these investments and focus has helped the company to deliver a strong financial results. The company delivered rupees 40,893 crores revenue, which is a growth of 6.8% from the previous year at an operating margin of 24.6%. The company's net margin was at 19.3%. Earnings per share was rupees 127.74 per share, reflecting a growth of 10.9% over the previous year. Consistent with our practice of returning substantial free cash flow to shareholders and based on the company's performance, the directors have recommended a final dividend of rupees 28 per share, bringing the total dividend for the year to 73 rupees per share. Additionally, the company completed its fifth successful share buyback to the tune of rupees 17,000 crores at rupees 4,150 per share, extinguishing 4 crore 9,63,855 equity shares, representing 1.1% of the total issued and paid up equity share capital. This translates to a total of rupees 47,445 crore in dividend and buyback, which is our largest payout to date. Your company has been recognized and has received several awards globally. I'm happy to say that the company was featured in Fortune magazine as one of the world's most admired companies based on a survey of more than 3,700 business executives, board of directors, and financial analysts. Further, for the 11th consecutive year, your company has ranked number one IT service provider in customer satisfaction in Europe and UK by Whiteline Research based on research of over 800 IT companies in UK alone. Ranked first in Spain for the customer satisfaction in service delivery. On the CSR front, we remain committed to our mission of empowering communities worldwide. Over the past year, we have made significant progress, empowering over 7 million beneficiaries through our CSR programs, particularly on education, livelihood, employment, and entrepreneurship. Our youth employment, student education, adult literacy, and rural entrepreneurship programs are some of the high-impact programs. This reflects our ongoing dedication to making a meaningful difference in society. Our employee volunteer program, HOPE, contributed over 6.7 million hours dedicated to purpose projects across various dimensions, particularly aligned with the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals. Our commitment to sustainability is pretty much in line with the Tata Group's overarching program, Project Alingana. This involves integrating sustainability into our business and focusing on three interconnected pillars: promoting decarbonization across our company and value chains, adopting a systematic circular economy approach to reduce resource usage and waste, and safeguarding and regenerating the environment, biodiversity. We have set a target to reduce our absolute Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions by 70% by 2025 and become net zero by 2030. We are well ahead of our targets and have achieved a reduction of 80% in Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions during the financial year FY24 over a baseline of 2016. Looking forward, we see greater opportunities ahead, not only for our business and shareholders, but also for our country and communities. Our integrated business model will continue to help us benefit from each new way of technological change and be a force multiplier for growth as well as for doing good. And we can set new standards in technology, sustainability, and skill development. Your company continues to invest in its people for the long term, supporting them to build meaningful careers they aspire to, supporting the development of its people, providing them with opportunities and tools for them to continuously develop and reinvent their skills and careers so they remain at the cutting edge of innovation. Now I take this opportunity to thank all of you shareholders for your valued support and faith in the company. I look forward to taking the questions from you and share my thoughts later. And before that, I will request the company's CEO, Mr. Krithivasan, to make his presentation.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, shareholders. Thank you for joining us today at the TCS 29th AGM. It is my pleasure to be speaking to all of you to provide an overview of our company's performance in FY 2024. As you are aware, we don't provide specific revenue or earnings guidance, so anything said in this meeting which reflects our outlook for the future or which could be construed as a forward-looking statement must be reviewed in conjunction with the risks that the company faces. It has been almost a full year since my transition as CEO. I am happy to report that it has been a very stable and seamless experience for all our stakeholders. During this period, we continued our focus on industry and technology expertise, emphasized and refreshed the core values that define who we are as a company, and doubled down on customer centricity and employee empathy. We had a strong finish to the fiscal year FY 2024, with the revenue for the year at 240,893 crores, a growth of 6.8% over the previous year. In constant currency terms, this is about 3.4%. Demand for our services showed remarkable resilience, even as macroeconomic uncertainties and geopolitical volatilities worsened in major markets through the year. The growth came with an industry-leading operating margin of 24.6%, which is an improvement of 50 basis points over last year. Our net margin was at 19.3%. In Q4 of FY24, our operating margin touched 26%, proving our commitment to the band of 26 to 28%. Also, this has been our best quarterly margin performance over the last 3 years. We are seeing solid deal momentum across markets, resulting in strong double-digit growth in our total contract value of $42.7 billion. This reflects our deepening partnership with our clients and gives us optimism for the medium to long-term growth. In keeping with our capital allocation policy of returning substantial free cash flow to shareholders, the board has recommended a final dividend of 28 rupees per share, bringing the total dividend for the year to 73 rupees per share. The company also successfully completed its fifth buyback program, disbursing 17,000 crore to shareholders. For the full year, the company's shareholder payout was 47,445 crores, which was our largest payout to date. Our average shareholder payout has been more than 100% during the last 5 years. Our workforce strength at the end of the year was at 600,546 employees. Our last 12-month attrition in IT services was at 12.5%, down by 760 basis points for the previous year. Our workforce continued to be very diverse, with over 152 nationalities represented and women making up 35.6% of the employee base. We continue to make good progress in our net zero journey. TCS had set a target to reduce its absolute Scope 1 and Scope 2 emission by 70% by 2025 and become net zero by 2030. We are well ahead of our initial Scope 1 and Scope 2 targets and have achieved a reduction of 80% in Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions in FY 2024 over the baseline of 2016. We are doing this by increasing use of renewable sources of energy by 19 times for the last 8 years and improving energy efficiency. Lastly, we continue to work for the betterment of the communities we serve across the world. Our contributions and volunteering efforts of TCS have resulted in beneficial outcome for 7.1 million individuals across the world. We are very proud of the value we have created for all our shareholders in the last 20 years since the IPO. In these 20 years, we have announced 1:1 bonus issue 3 times, completed 5 buybacks, and returned ₹4,186 rupees per share as dividend to our shareholders. This, along with an absolute share price return of more than 36 times, is a significant outperformance for the IT index during the same period. Continuing on the theme of longer-term value creation, we have been having an extremely shareholder-friendly capital allocation policy. Over the last 20 years, we have distributed 78% of our funds generated to our shareholders, invested 11%, used 10% for capex and 1% for inorganic growth. Particularly in the last 5 years, our company has paid out more than 190 lakh crores as shareholder payout, and our average payout has been more than 100%. The strength and resilience of our business model comes from our customer centricity. Customer centricity is at the core of TCS business strategy, and it helps us in building strong, enduring relationships. We have been proactively investing in newer capabilities, offering new services and solutions in the context of our customers' business. This has helped us in adding value to our clients and hence expanding and deepening our client relationships. The success of our strategy is evidenced by the results achieved over the last 20 years. The number of clients contributing over $100 million annual revenue went up from 24 to 62 over the last 10 years. Those contributing over 50 million went up from 4 in FY 2004 to 53 in 2014 and to 139 in 2024. Those contributing over 20 million went up similarly from 136 in 2014 to 301 in 2024. The average revenue per client contributing more than 1 million has also moved up from 20.6 million in year 2020 to 22.5 million in financial year 2024. We have been rated consistently number 1 in customer satisfaction surveys over the last 11 years by independent surveys. This is one of the largest such surveys done in Europe, and we are very proud of what we have done with our customers over these years. Now let's look at some of the demand drivers in financial year 2024. Our order book in FY24 had a good mix of all kinds of deal wins. We have listed the vertical specific demand drivers in the management discussion and analysis section of our annual report, which is very comprehensive. Today, every business sees technology as a key enabler of its business strategy. Hence, businesses continue to embark on technology transformation initiatives to achieve customer and employee experience transformation, product and business model innovation, sustainability, new business model enablement, etc. At the same time, businesses are seeking to fund these initiatives by driving optimization in business and technology operations through vendor consolidation, managed services models, application rationalization, etc. We are helping our customers achieve these twin objectives through programs that leverage cloud enablement, application and data estate modernization, cloud migration and transformation, SaaS adoption, digital workplace, 5G, edge and AI adoption, etc. By remaining relevant to our clients' evolving business needs, we will continue to be clients' trusted transformation partner. With our contextual knowledge and domain expertise and our engineering DNA and intellectual capital, we have been the preferred partner for many customers in their strategic transformation initiatives. This year, we signed several deals that are industry-defining in nature. One of the landmark engagements for us is with the deal we signed with BSNL. For BSNL, we are building an indigenous 4G, 5G network, a true nation-building project, supporting Atmanirbhar Bharat. Another example we are very proud of is what we did for SIX. SECOM, the electronic post-trading system used by SIX, was one of the world's first real-time gross settlement systems that was built by TCS in 1989. Enabling straight-through processing, it was amongst the most sophisticated systems of its time. Over the years, TCS continued to manage the system for SIX. Last year, SIX partnered with TCS to modernize the SECOM. TCS was able to fast-track this development with an ingenious automation solution which migrated over 500 billion records in record time, saving 10 to 12 months' time from the overall process. All of this truly path-breaking work was made possible by our workforce strength of over 6 lakh employees. The employee-friendly policies and practices saw our last 12-month attrition drop by 766 basis points in IT services to 12.5%. In terms of talent development, investment in organic talent development has been at the core of how we successfully navigated technology changes and participated fully in the opportunities that opened up because of new technologies. A culture of lifelong learning and innovation by closely linking learning with career and rewards had TCSers logging in 51 million learning hours and acquiring nearly 5 million competencies. Our workforce continued to be very diverse with over 152 nationalities represented and with women making up 35.6% of the employee base. Importantly, our focused leadership development programs are helping expand the number of women in senior management. Over the last 5 years, the number has grown to over 58%. Women now increasingly contribute to our innovator as well as contextual master communities. We launched several initiatives this year to inculcate a strong engineering culture amongst our associates and build deeper skills in market-relevant technologies like cloud, AI, cybersecurity, and more. TCS is collaborating with major hyperscalers and forging new partnerships with other important ecosystem partners to upskill at scale and build AI computing infrastructure to develop AI solutions for our customers. A big driver of employee interest in upskilling and cross-skilling has been the TCS Elevate program, which links learning to career growth. Over 423,000 employees have participated in this program, and 35,000 TCSers have been identified as high talent, qualifying for higher pay. These industry-leading outcomes have made our talent development program a benchmark and a recipient of many global awards, a few of which are listed in this slide. Our continued investment in research and innovation and building intellectual property have further strengthened our transformational credentials. Many of our earlier R&D programs are now monetized into successful platforms and solutions, which perform very well this year and help differentiate our growth. As of date, we have over 5,500 dedicated researchers and innovators across TCS, focused on industry use cases for various cutting-edge technologies. We have over 40 research and innovation centers and 6 co-innovation hubs that we call Passport across the world in major cities like New York, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Amsterdam, Tokyo, etc. The London Center was latest to be inaugurated in financial year 2024. At Passports, our teams collaborate with clients to ideate on solutions to their most critical business problems and rapidly build prototypes, get stakeholder buy-in, and build minimum viable product. Clients can also gain access to an extended innovation ecosystem consisting of over 2,900 startup partners and more than 70 academic partners. The outcome of this ongoing investment is that we have filed 8,040 patents and have been granted about 3,900 of them. On the environmental front, we are making very good progress in our journey to be a net zero emitter of greenhouse gases. We had set an intermediate goal of reducing our Scope 1 and Scope 2 emission by 70% by 2025 versus the base year of 2016. I'm very happy to inform you that we are ahead of our schedule, bringing down our absolute emissions by 80%. This has been made possible by reducing our energy consumption and increasing our use of renewable energy. If you look at the last 8 years, we have more than doubled our business in revenue terms and increased our headcount by more than 50%. But despite such strong growth, we have been able to reduce our absolute energy consumption by 20% during that period through a range of initiatives. We have increased our use of renewable energy 19 times during this period. TCS believes firmly in the philosophy of building sustainable businesses that are rooted in the community and demonstrate care for the environment. In addition to mitigating our own carbon footprint, we are also helping clients manage theirs. We continue to see strong traction of our sustainability offerings across multiple industries. We have fully embraced Project Alingana, the Tata Group Sustainability Roadmap, and our aim is to be net zero by 2045. We are concentrating on 3 interlinked pillars of the project, that is, promoting the carbonization of our company and value chains, utilizing a systematic circular economy approach to reduce resource usage and wastage, and protecting and regenerating the environment. Our company has always focused on giving back to the communities where we operate. As a purpose-led organization, we continue to invest in helping communities in the areas of skill development, bridging digital divide, and STEM education. All these programs have scaled up very nicely in recent years. For each of our programs, you can see the total number of beneficiaries. We estimate that our community outreach programs have benefited over 15.9 million people across the world in the last 5 years, besides the financial contributions we make through TCS Foundation. We have a large number of TCSers stepping forward and volunteering their time and effort for local community initiatives. In FY24, our employees contributed over 6.7 million volunteering hours, making a huge difference to our local communities. Now, moving on to our marketing and brand building during the year, we organized multiple in-person marketing events and customer summits. TCS hosted customer summits across North America, Europe, Japan, Asia Pacific, bringing together distinguished C-suite executives, partners, and thought leaders in the year FY24. Our capabilities and market success continue to get strong endorsement from various equity and industry research analysts. Industry research firms rank TCS as a leader in 148 comparative assessments in FY24. Sports sponsorship is aligned with our conviction to be a true transformation partner for our clients, our communities, and the ecosystem we live and work within. Sports that promote well-being like endurance running and all-electric motorsport are natural partners for us. Last year, TCS sponsored 15 sports events in 14 countries and 25 different cities, including TCS New York City Marathon, TCS Amsterdam Marathon, TCS London Marathon, TCS Toronto Waterfront Marathon, and TCS Lidingo Lopez, which saw participation from more than 600,000 runners and crossing over 80 million miles. The strong social capital we have built across all our stakeholder relationships with clients, employees, investors, and with communities across the world has resulted in a strong brand positioning. TCS was ranked among the top 2 most valuable IT services brand by Brand Finance and among the world's most admired companies by Forbes. With those comments, I would conclude my presentation here and over to you, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti. Dear shareholders, now I would like to receive your feedback and observations and questions. I would request you to be brief, 3 minutes or less for each shareholder, so that we can give opportunity to all the shareholders who have expressed their interest to speak today. Let me start with Dr. Arun Kumar Bopanna.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Arun.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Compliments. Good afternoon to everybody. Compliments for the 20 years of our listing since August 25th, 2004. So the last 5 years have been traumatizing. The pandemic has dealt a harsh blow. I lost a lot of good friends. Life has not been the same. It has kept me away from Mumbai and Bombay House too. And I could not meet the MD Kritivasan in person too, which is unusual in a Tata group. I hope to see him when I'm back in Mumbai. My question, sir, the current elections can throw surprises with a tampered voting list. Can or will TCS streamline the voter list? Because TCS did a fabulous job in issuing passports and compliments for the same. How is the digital infrastructure backbone strengthening in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities? And is TCS aiding to fulfill the growth ambitions in the digital infrastructure? What are the AI adoptions and investments and any challenges foreseen in regulations, compliances, and technologies? And sir, here I would like to mention about our Tata Medical Diagnostic Center at Whitefield, Bangalore. It's such a good service they give me. I've joined for the wellness package, and so much of confidence compared to the doctors who scare us day in and day out. I'm very happy with that. I hope you'll start all the more centers around the country in India now. As technology advances, the demand increases for skilled professionals to mitigate cyber threats. What is TCS doing for this? And the digital environment has changed rapidly, but society and law enforcement have not kept pace. So vulnerable we are for cyber crimes and cyber attacks. What are TCS plans and solutions for that? How will TCS navigate the next wave of financial technology with the rise in the use of AI and Gen AI? So Warren Buffett said that technology's potential for harm is there. Scammers can use AI, voice cloning, and deepfake technology to manipulate TCS, What are TCS solutions and comments on this? Sir, is AI and GI a genie in the bottle? How will it change the future of society? With the development of nuclear weapons, the genie was let out of the bottle. It did terrible things. Is AI scare like the genie? But regardless, AI is projected to reach USD 1,811 billion by 2030, with 2 million jobs generated by AI and ML. What will be the TCS 5? And lastly, sir, I hope We will just remain master of technology and not slaves of technology. And I hope technology will remain enabler for human ingenuity. In conclusion, I wish TCS all the best to be a beacon of growth for the Tata Group. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Arun. Humayun Purdehi.
Sir, can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes.
I'm so Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Well, we have not seen you in the physical. At least it is good we have been able to watch you online. Sir, we heard your speech, we heard your MD speech, and we are not going to repeat what we have already heard. So I just want to say that we are very happy with the rewards TCS has given us shareholders in the form of dividends, buyback, and so on. We are senior citizens and we eagerly await and know the value of all these benefits which we have received. Keep it up, Mr. Chairman. Now I'm speaker number 2 because I registered at 9 a.m. sharp. For this, I have to thank your company secretary, a very investor-friendly, shareholder-friendly company secretary, along with his entire secretarial team. They have continuously, relentlessly been pursuing the matter, and finally they have brought us speakers on this portal today. I hope all the other Tata companies follow suit. And also all the other companies. Why only Tata companies? Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for having such dedicated secretarial staff. Now, sir, I just want to say a few things. Of course, congratulations for your marathon in London, New York, Toronto. TCS is doing our country proud. Sir, I want to ask you, apart from IT, are you also into other businesses like electricity? So I just read in your annual report, or are you providing services to electricity? So, we are lay people and, we can't understand these technological words. So one more thing is I also read about all the services you are providing. It's mentioned in the annual report. So just one this thing request is the page numbers are not legible. They are in black and on white they are mentioned black background. Please see next time not to use such page numbers. So one more thing I want to say, in the newspapers, we read that have you reduced the recruits this year? Or, newspapers, they just mention anything. We just want to know. So, and what about the geopolitical war? Yes, between Israel and Iran, between Russia and Ukraine. You have mentioned they do affect the supply chain. We hope peace prevails and then we can even rise up further and further. And last, I want to ask you, sir, is regarding artificial intelligence. Sir, will it reduce employment? Will less people be required to be employed? So if you can say that, answer that, because we would be happy to know about it. We wish our company all the best, and you, Mr. Chairman, also all the best for taking so much care of all our companies. And of course, we shake hands with Mr. O.P. Bhatt also. We know him since the days when he was chairman of SBI, and all your other management team. Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you. Mr. Sailesh Mahadevia.
Sir, you're still on mute. I request you to unmute yourself and then proceed.
Okay. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. It is indeed a pleasure to attend the meeting of TCS in particular, which is usually the first meeting of the season. Sir, I have understood your speech and our managing director's speech, and we are getting excellent reward with latest technology, taking interest of society at large, and also the environment, which is likely to be a biggest disturber in the years to come. Sir, we have noted with pleasure the increase in turnover the employment of more than 6 lakh employees with 35% plus as women employees, and our CSR work of more than 950 crore of rupees annually, and the total dividend paid to the shareholder at the rate of 73 rupees, and the other benefits which we are likely to get. Sir, I also appreciate the glossary which has been given at the end of the report. That helps us in understanding various things. So now some questions for increasing my understanding and appreciation. Sir, the first thing is that the technological improvement requires a lot of investment. Sir, can you specify how much investment we are making every year, and particularly in 23-24, and how much investment in technology we are likely to make in the next 2 to 3 years? Sir, secondly, we are aware that technological implementations also create waste. It is the waste of plastics and other materials which are being used. Sir, may I know how much is the percentage of such waste which is harmful to the society at large? And you have shown in the report that we are taking various steps in these fields, and that is being appreciated. Sir, then I also appreciate that our group is making development and progress in all complementary and related investments, and they are likely to give comprehensive and enlarged return to the society as such. Sir, I also appreciate how all the 5 capitals of the company have appreciated during our report under consideration. And sir, I must thank the company secretary and the team who have enabled me to join this meeting, although I have come only yesterday from Bangalore after spending there about 10 months, mostly for medical treatment applicable to the age-related problems. Sir, we also appreciate that the meetings are being held online, which enables me at the age of 85 plus to participate in the meetings and learn a lot of things from one of the best companies in the world and of course of the Tata Group. Sir, with this, I wish every success at an accelerated rate to our company in all fields of our actions. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Praful Chawda.
हेलो
Hello.
चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ
Yes,
डायरेक्टर्स,
yes, yes.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर। मैं हैदराबाद से प्रफुल्ल चावड़ा बोल रहा हूँ। फर्स्ट तो आपने जो बाईबैक किया इसके बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, और नेक्स्ट फ्यूचर में भी बाईबैक का सिस्टम आप चालू करें, सो कंटिन्यू चालू रखे, ताकि जितनी इक्विटी कम होंगी इतना ही शेयर का रेट बढ़ते जाएगा और हम इन्वेस्टर जो लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर इसको बेनिफिट मिलेगा। तो साथ में मैं ये कहूँगा, पेज नंबर 17 पे 5 इयर्स का हाईलाइट दिए सर आपने, तो सर 5 इयर्स का हाईलाइट के बदले आपने 20 इयर्स आईपीओ का हो गया, इसको आपने बहुत इंपोर्टेंट दिया है। तो 20 साल के अंदर जैसे हमको आईपीओ में शेयर अलॉटमेंट आए, तो आज तक हमको कितना रिटर्न मिला, बोनस मिला, राइट्स मिले, स्प्लिट मिला, कितना डिविडेंड मिला, शेयर का रेट आज क्या चल रहा है, हिसाब से आईपीओ के अलॉटमेंट के शेयर होल्डर जो आज शेयर रखे तो कितना बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, उसके बारे में बताएंगे तो पता चलेगा कि टीसीएस ने इन्वेस्टर्स को कितना मालामाल कर दिया सो है। इसके बाद सर सब्सिडियरी कंपनी, पेज नंबर 53 पे बहुत सारी सब्सिडियरी कंपनी है, तो सब्सिडियरी कंपनी बनाने की क्या जरूरत पड़ती है, और पूरी के पूरी सब्सिडियरी कंपनी प्रॉफिट में है, इसके बारे में बताएंगे। और सब्सिडियरी कंपनी बनाने के बाद कुछ जो काम हो जाता है, जो अपने को प्रोसीजर करना था, हो जाने के बाद ऑटोमेटिक बंद कर देते हैं या क्या करते थे, इसके बारे में बताएंगे सर। सर सेमीकंडक्टर का बिजनेस के बारे में गवर्नमेंट बहुत पैसे देने वाली है, दे रही है और इम्पोर्टेंट दे रही है, तो अपने क्या सेमीकंडक्टर बिजनेस में जाने वाले तो कोई कंपनी को टेक ओवर करने वाले हैं या डायरेक्ट सेमीकंडक्टर बिजनेस में जाएंगे, इसके बारे में बताएंगे। सर, कंपनी की खास बात तो मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि आज कंपनी का जो एम्प्लॉयज है 20 साल की लेडीज भी है और 50 साल का लेडीज भी है। पर आजकल इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा चल रहा है लव जिहाद। तो अपने लेडीज एम्प्लॉयज को बचाने के लिए क्या सिस्टम लगा रहे, ऐसे लोग हैं जो कुछ घुस गए कंपनी में, तो इसको कैसे पकड़ते हैं या इसको कैसे वेरिफिकेशन कर रहे, उसके बारे में बताएंगे। सर, मैंने देखा कि पूरे इंडिया में मैं घूमता हूँ तो बिरला जी के बहुत से धर्मशाला है, तो टाटा के नाम पे कोई धर्मशाला नहीं है। अभी राम जन्मभूमि है, अपने टाटा ग्रुप में कम से कम 5 लाख एम्प्लॉयज होंगे। तो 5 लाख एम्प्लॉयज में बहुत से एम्प्लॉयज नहीं, पर 100% एम्प्लॉयज में मानता हूँ कि राम जन्मभूमि जाने के सोचते हैं या और तीर्थ दान में जाते हैं। तो अपने हर एक बड़े बड़े तीर्थ स्थान है, तिरुपति है, हरिद्वार है, वाराणसी है, इसी जगह पे टाटा का कुछ ऐसा रखना चाहिए ताकि वो लोगों को उतरने जाने की सुविधा मिले। CSR में अच्छा काम हो रहा है, अच्छे काम से एक छोटे लोग
It appears we are having a technical issue with Mr. Chowda.
Okay. Mr. Dharav Jamadar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, indeed, it is an honor to attend this particular meeting. My name is Dr. Dharav Jamadar and I am from Surat, Gujarat. I would like to congratulate each and every stakeholder of my company on performing tremendously well in this particular fiscal year and wish the best for the current fiscal year. I have a couple of questions which I would request you to address. First, do you perceive a severe cut down of IT spending due to macroeconomic slowdown in the developed nations? If yes, what possible measures are you planning to take to control it? Second, after a lackluster quarter in terms of winning mega deals, supposedly Fed stays hawkish over the year. If the trend continues, what would be its impact on constant currency revenue growth for our company? Third, in the current fiscal year, which sector will be giving you a robust revenue growth and which one would be a laggard on our company? Fourth, as a company is operating worldwide, how are we planning to control the risk that are being possessed by the geopolitical conditions? Fifth, as US too is going through election year this particular year, so supposedly if there's a change in regime, there might be some stringent rules and some laws that might be implemented like H-1B visa, etc. So how much impact would it be having on our company as well as the industry as a whole? Sixth, apart from improving utilizations, cost optimizations, moderation in LTM attrition, what are the macroeconomic factors would be helping us in uptaking our margins?
Thank you, Mr. Jamadar.
Yeah.
Mr. Hiranand Kotwani.
So you're still on mute.
Hello,
I
yes,
request.
yeah. Now it's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's namaste to all. It is a great pleasure to join you. Firstly, I condole the death of one of our associates has left us. Death is only truth. But certainly our organizations have done better. No room to criticize. But one thing in mind regarding the human resources. I'm audible, gentlemen. Hello?
On. Please carry on.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Chairman, how you deal with the 6 lakhs people, HR? How you see the leakages? There are 110 sexual harassment cases. There are slight increase from 26 to 110. How you dealt with them? How many pending? It is a globally 110? What about in India? And how you dealt with in Europe and USA laws? How many punished in the court of law? If you can elaborate. Okay, financially you have done good, better job. Even though our company is IT provider, but globally our percentage is 2.1. Please explain how will we improve in the global competition, how our competitors are there globally, how we are going to improve the global percentage of our percentage of shares to improve. Because India, you are top. In every field you are top, no problem. Again, the excellence yet to come. How you are going to improve that, particularly the human sexual harassment case, promotion, how promotion policies are there, training program, particularly in India. How you see the Indian particular business company TCS, how India will benefit in a foreign exchange, in employee level, the most. Because every country has nationality its own prestigious. So how you are going to improve that way? How to in particular innovation, in employee front, in CSR you are doing. How you are doing so many jobs. It's a marathon in a globally. What about in India? How much of CSR we spent in India last year, and how a program of this year? Will you elaborate your future? Okay, you elaborate the whole thing. Thank you and good luck ahead.
Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf.
हेलो
Yes, sir.
राम राम माननीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक मंडल के सदस्यगण, अधिकारीगण और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार साहब कलकत्ता से आप सभी को राम राम कहता हूं। आशा करता हूं आप सब अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में अच्छे से होंगे। सर मैं आपको और आपकी टीम को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं, जिन्होंने लास्ट 7 ईयर में 5 बार बायबैक किया और डिविडेंड काफी दिया, और बायबैक के थ्रू आपने जो स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर है उनको काफी पे आउट किया, जिसके कारण उनके जीवन में सुधार हुआ। सर मेरे 2 छोटे प्रश्न हैं। एक प्रश्न था सर, जो एआई टेक्नोलॉजी है और क्लाउड जो टेक्नोलॉजी है, इसके रिवर्स इफेक्ट के लिए प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए क्या कदम उठाएं? जो एआई टेक्नोलॉजी और क्लाउड टेक्नोलॉजी के जो रिवर्स इफेक्ट होते हैं, उसके लिए आपने क्या कदम उठाए? एक सर प्रश्न मेरा हेल्थ के बारे में, वेल बीइंग के बारे में। सर 13,000 एम्प्लॉय को आपने पैटर्निटी बेनिफिट दी है, मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट, ये क्या है? मतलब जरा क्लियर करिएगा सर। 13,000 एम्प्लॉय को यानी 3% एम्प्लॉय को आपने मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट दी है, और 6,200 फीमेल को आपने पैटर्निटी बेनिफिट दी है सर, इसके बारे में क्लियर पाइएगा। एक सर 90,000 एम्प्लॉय को आपने सिर्फ पैटर्निटी बेनिफिट दी, जबकि 4 लाख एम्प्लॉय हैं, इसका रीजन क्या सर? ये जरा क्लियर बताइए, क्या कारण से ये अपने 23% एम्प्लॉय पैटर्निटी बेनिफिट में आ रहे हैं सर? और सर ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कहूंगा, कंपनी अच्छी परफॉर्म कर रही सर, और आपने 2018 में बोनस दिया था, क्या फ्यूचर में कोई बोनस देने का प्लान है क्या, ये बताइएगा सर। और एक बार आप जितने भी डायरेक्टर हैं, जितने भी अधिकारी हैं, जितने भी कर्मचारी हैं, और जितने भी सेक्रेटरी और उनकी टीम है, उनका आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, और हमारे 6 लाख एम्प्लॉय का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत के कारण आज हमारी कंपनी दिनों दिन रात चौगनी उन्नति कर रही सर। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, राम राम सर।
Thank you. Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello.
Yeah, Manoj.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I've joined this meeting from my office, Calcutta. So first of all, I congratulate you that after becoming the chairman in 7 years, you take the group on new heights under your leaders. We investors have got a multiple return on our investment in every company. And I have full trust on you, because 2 years back you told us in Tata Motor AGM, keep trust on us, you will get return. Now the share is in 4-digit price. And we believe after demerge that we will get more return. And thanks to you and your leadership, and thanks to our MD for his nice presentation, and thanks to the company secretary and his team for excellent services to us to help us to join this meeting through VC. Sir, thanks for your CSR. Sir, I will not say single word on CSR, because क्योंकि वो सूरज को दीपक दिखाने होगा टाटा ग्रुप में, क्योंकि we people know that what you are doing for the community and the society and the mass people of the country. So I will not say single word. Sir, when TCS will cross RIL in market capitalization under your leadership, we are waiting for that. That TCS is a most valuable company in the IT, number 2 valuable company in the IT in the world. When the TCS will be the number 1 company in the IT in the world under your leadership. So can you had you heard, sir?
I can hear
When
you,
the
Manoj.
TCS, yeah, when the TCS will be number one IT company in the world under your leadership, because you are the pioneer of this company, sir. And sir, what's your plan for Bengal? These politicians may come or go, but you should not leave Bengal, sir. Bring more investment in Bengal and see the future of Bengal, sir. And sir, just now Mr. Bopanna, Dr. Bopanna says about the Tata Medical Diagnostic Center in Bangalore. I also salute for that center. And such type of center should be spread in the country to help the pupils and help the sufferers, sir. And sir, last but least, those have got the 7 shares 20 years back in the IPO. That becomes today 56 years. And 4,900 rupees becomes a 2,25,000 rupees, sir, today. After in 25 years in investment of TCS, and those hold the shares of IPO that given the multiple return from in 20 years by the way of dividend, by the way of bonus, by the way of buyback of the company, sir. Wish you all the best. And sir, हम आपको कलकत्ता बुलाना चाहते हैं, आप आइए कलकत्ता। आप 5 साल से कलकत्ता नहीं आ रहे, सिर्फ वीडियो में मिलते हैं, और वीडियो में हम लोग आपको कलकत्ता में भी मिलना चाहते हैं। वी पीपल्स आर मिसिंग you in Calcutta to meet you, sir. So spare some time to come to Calcutta to meet us, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Radha Saraf.
Good afternoon, Chairman, sir, and members of the board. Sir, I'm Radha Saraf from Millennium Mams. Sir, congratulations on the steady margin improvements despite all the headwinds. Sir, as Millennium Mams, we have always had the opportunity to meet the Tata Sons chairpersons at Bombay House, and that is our tradition as for the last 20 years. Sir, we hope we can also continue to meet you in person to empower all our women. So my question is that how does TCS manage the costs associated with human resources, particularly in the areas of talent acquisition, retention, and training? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This is Sharat Kumar Shah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can you see me, sir?
Yes, I can see you.
Sir, good afternoon. I met you on 12th April in Bombay House, but you are also busy and I was also busy, so we could not talk on that day. I think after that, I have seen service of TCS secretary who calls me on phone. He gives me WhatsApp. He has confirmed that my points of today's view are he has received. So his service is absolutely excellent, sir. And I will talk now on the views of today's meeting. Sir, page number 302, ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is very good. And another thing, I'm speaking to you from Wi-Fi of MTNL, and because of TCS, BSNL and MTNL have live and indirectly to the consumer, sir. So I'm very happy. When I refer page number 181, profit and loss account, it is for consolidated. Standalone is also more or less same. Only thing what I observed here is the cost of equipment and the software licenses. Last year you spent only 1881 crores. Today you have spent 3,702 crores. It means practically it is double or slightly more than double. It is 2,000 crores. So I would like to know what is this and why you have spent. And AWS is for long time from Amazon, sir. And Microsoft never realized this, but in 2013, they came with the cloud Azure. And that time in 2013, Microsoft price was $24. And after 10 years, the price is $400. So developing cloud is not simple, but I want to tell you that we have not done this 30 days back. A Ola company, which is in the business of taxis and other things, they have decided not to take cloud from Microsoft or Amazon or not from TCS, anybody. They are developing themselves. So why we cannot develop ourselves and make money, company more profitable? Now, sir, what I have observed, it is not my observation, it is market what we see. The banking sector is making more money than any other company in the business, and that is really with the IT industries also. And another is the retail sector, sir, is doing absolutely well, where it makes more profit. I am not a big shareholder in TCS, but a big holder in Trend, and I was thinking of changing from Trend to TCS, but now I changed my decision. Now I refer to page number 89. When I say the ratio analysis is very good, I see 10 years financial highlights. What has happened? 10 years back, the earning per share was 101 and today is 127. Whether we should call this as a good performance of TCS? And if I refer page number 229, sir, PFSI revenue is 90,928, which is 38% of our total revenue, sir. And total revenue is 38%, sir. But it looks like that, sir, that why we should not separate out, because BFSI is not a very big, BFSI is not a very more technical sector or segment, and which rules TCS. So why not to separate BFSI and have a separate company so that we can save our employment cost and the earning per share also will increase. And still I can go further. Why not to divide TCS into 5-6 segments, whatever we have got, like Vedanta, and we can have the better profitability and utilization of better employment, because a very good employee will be in the more technological company. And to have and why we should not go for cloud? That is my again question, sir. And this will, what I personally find that our employment cost is three times of our today's tax. Definitely, by doing all this, definitely the ratio will reduce, our profit will increase, earning per share will increase, sir. And what I'm looking here, I should look for a technological staff in TCS. And what is my observation? Who is now FC Cody in TCS now at present? 40 years back he was there, who made this company. And after 40 years, 50 years, also we don't have a person of that caliber. So I would like to know, you must be knowing, who is equal to FC Cody at present in TCS. And Tata involved in insurance company. I think you also referred for insurance companies and other things, but I'm telling you, last 2 years, my experience with all insurance companies worldwide and government companies, I am not getting any benefit. So what I am thinking, not to have mediclaim at all, if I'm not, and even travel policy. So if you can improve this, definitely all insurers and even government is.
Sir, can you keep your comments only to TCS here, please?
Yeah, the TCS is part of the TCS, sir. And now I got no more points, sir. This year, use of renewable increased by 120 times from 206. The page number is 20. sir. And if you just see the actual increase of renewable is only 3% to the my consumption on page number 153. So
Number?
it is really page number 153. 153. So what I'm looking here that we have got money and definitely we can do renewable more and more and increase the percentage or make it 100% of renewable, sir. And I want to tell you that I'm not happy with the company with the present buyback because you had not offered 4,500 crores. And even I'm not happy with Tata Sons sold their shares in block. And what is happening? You will see today's price of TCS is 3,600 only, sir. And it is continuously seeing that the price is falling and there is no demand for IT industries. During that time, I think we should not have done this. And another thing, sir, I wanted to tell you why I came to on 12th April to Bombay House, because I was having some work about Tata Motors and Tata Technologies, and I had talked to this to OP Bhatt also during a ordinary shares of Tata Motors meeting, and I had given email and hard copy also to Deputy Secretary of Tata Motors, but till today I have not received any reply. If it is possible, feasible, please do needful. And sir, I am not going to wait for now your reply because I have to go to a festival film of Argentina which starts at 4 o'clock. So I will go for that and you can reply to my question by email. That will be good. And speaker number 13 also will come with me, so ignore her. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar? No, sorry. Rutika Agarwal?
Good afternoon, Chairman, sir, and the members of the board. I'm Rutika Agarwal, a member of an esteemed organization in Kolkata, Millennium Mams. I'm so glad to be a shareholder in your prestigious organization, and it's an absolute pleasure attending my very first AGM with TCS. So my question to you is, considering the extensive upskilling initiatives for Gen AI within TCS, how do you anticipate these efforts impacting the company's training costs? Additionally, as employees transition towards AI-focused roles, what projections or insights do you have regarding the potential impact on attrition rates and overall employee headcount? Thank you, sir.
Tamal Majumdar? You are in mute, please. Unmute.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Chandra sir. Our CEO, Mr. Krithivasan, Mr. Mistry, Bhatt Saab, and other directors of the company. Nice to see all of you in good health and spirit. Myself, Tamal Kumar Majumdar, an equity shareholder from Kolkata. My special thanks to our company secretary, Mr. Gaitonde, for sending me the hard copy of annual report and the link for joining today's meeting. Well in time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for sharing your thoughts with us, and Mr. Krithivasan for his thoughtful presentation. I have gone through the annual report as well as reports of subsidiaries for financial year 24 and have some queries relating to audits, audited accounts and other matters. And as an habitual offender, to seek your indulgence in this regard. Sir, Mr. Milind Lakkad and his team must be complimented for decreasing the attrition rate to 12.5% during financial year 24, which charged 20.1% during financial year 23. It's really an achievement. TCS workforce as at 31st March 2024 was 6,01,546. But figures in page 18 of the annual report surprises me. Here I noted that the percentage of employees in the age group of 40 to 50 years and above years was much higher in North America. Above 50, it is 20.7%. United Kingdom, above 50, it was 27%. And Europe, it is above 50 is 25.8%. And in comparison to India, above 50 is only 1.3%. Emerging markets above 50 is 8.5%. And APAC is 8.2%. Why it is so high in North America, UK and Europe in comparison to India and others? And would you please clarify your position in this respect, whether it is affecting our overall global productivity? Sir, what was our manpower utilization during financial year 24? Infosys had 83.5% utilization, excluding trainees during financial year 24. Sir, our gross operating margin during financial year 24 was 26%. And during the whole year, it was 24.6% due to reduced subcontract costs, improved productivity, and better utilization. Sir, Mr. Kritivasan at the analyst meet held on 12/4/2024 said, seeing the TCV of whatever we signed this quarter, we believe that financial year 25 should be better than financial year 24. Would you please share your thoughts in this respect, taking into account order book position as of 31st March 2024 at $42.7 billion? Do you expect increase in margins during financial year 25, taking into account all these factors, as well as noticing growth in consumer business segment, BFSI segment, especially insurance business during last quarter of financial year 24? Whether the company is noticing revival of CMI and technology and service segment during financial year 25. Sir, it is really alarming that number of sexual harassment cases was more than doubled at 110 numbers during financial year 24. The management took the plea that it is due to increased awareness is really a laughable plea. It is in 148. It is due to increased awareness among women. It is laughable plea. Increased awareness may decrease the tendency among males to harass female employees also. So this type of reason given by the management must be avoided. I believe that the company follows zero tolerance as regards sexual harassment cases are concerned. Please share your thoughts in this regard. Sir, it is noted from page 231 that after rejection of company's review petition by the Supreme Court of USA relating to Epic Systems Corporation on 20/11/2023, the company paid 1,167 crore or $140 million as compensatory and punitive damages to Epic on 1/12/2023 and provided 958 crores in its accounts for financial year 24. But paid 659 of subsidiary accounts relating to Tata America International Corporation mentioned the following. Page number 659. Pursuant to encashment of the letter of credit towards compensatory and punitive damages, the value of letter of credit made available to Epic stands reduced to $11.9 million to cover interest charges on the punitive damages. It is in 659. My question is whether the said amount of $11.9 million will cover the total interest charges, whether the interest charges already calculated and paid to them as of date and provision made for this during financial year 24, under which they said $11.9 million is being shown, and please clarify your position in this respect. Sir, letter from you mentioned in page 7 that secured networks have become a necessity as data is the foundation for business of today. Infosys McAmish cyber security incident happened in November 2023. It is an eye-opener for all companies. Infosys had to take an impact of $37 to 38 million during last 2 quarters of financial year 24. Looking at it, what steps the company has taken for secured networks free from cyber security threat? Please share your thoughts in this regard, sir. Sir, artificial intelligence or AI is beginning to pervade our lives incrementally through everything. As a result, its progress has almost imperceptible. Every organization wants to become an AI organization. And it is also noted that some clients want to invest in startups coming in AI rather than building it organically. Whether this type of experiment is affecting our revenue from AI and generative AI, how we are managing the risk inherent in generative AI, upskilling and reskilling of our workforce. Want to know your view in this regard, sir. Sir, during the year, Indian growth story remained intact, and our revenue growth from India increased by a whopping 20.3% in relation to financial year 23 at 13,562 crore. Mr. Kritivasan also said that there are enough right deals in the Indian market today. What is your expectation from the Indian market during financial year 25 onwards? Sir, our company has received a shot in the arm through the 15,000 crore deal with state-owned telecom company Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited or BSNL. And the government agency CDOT will deploy India's first locally developed 4G network solution across 1 lakh towers. As per Mr. N.G. Subramaniam, Chief Operating Officer, who retired recently, that we have achieved about 10,000 tower as on mid-April 2024. What is the current status now? And where do you expect completion of the job? Whether its margin is comparable to other clients, or do you believe that its completion in 2025 will create a revenue vacuum during 2026? Whether any one-time impact of contract renegotiation and rescoping with any clients took place during financial year 24? In this connection, I have to mention, sir, Infosys had to take 100 basis points impact of corporate renegotiation and rescoping during financial year 24. And sir, I have two other questions. Sir, it is nice to note from page 292 that our CSR expenditure during financial year 24 was higher at 827 crore against statutory requirement of 818 crore. It is also noted that contribution to TCS Foundation in relation to CSR expenditure during financial year 24 was 520 crore. But if you look at page 267 of subsidiary accounts, TCS Foundation has not showed this 520 crore as grant received, which they earlier used to do. They showed project expenses as 133.43 crore and total income of 139.25 crore in PL account. Then where this 520 crore shown in TCS Foundation accounts? Is there any policy change as regards booking of grants took place? And sir, it is nice to note that our huge expenses in R&D, this year it was 1.1% of turnover, for a number of years started giving results. It is noted from page 135 that TCS is now commercially selling Clever Energy and other two solutions to clients to help them to achieve their sustainability goals. Would you please share your thoughts in this respect, disclosing revenue earned from selling those three solutions during financial year 24? And lastly, sir, after buyback and subsequent cancellation of shares, our paid-up equity is 78.64% of authorized capital. So there may not be any bonus issue in the near future, and buyback of shares will continue during the coming months. Want to know your thoughts in this regard. And lastly, thank you, Chandra Saab, for giving me chance to complete my questionnaire and also to others for patient hearing. Thank you all.
Thank you. Nirupama Shah.
So this speaker shareholder has not joined this meeting.
Lekha Shah.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I'm very much thankful to our Company Secretary Pradeep ji, especially Hina ma'am, for sending the AGM notice well in time. Again, I thank our Company Secretary Pradeep ji for their best performance and outstanding support for all my doubts. Hence, I have no questions today. Thank you, Pradeep Vasji, for such a informative and wonderful presentation. Thanks for the dividend, sir. Chairman, sir, I would like to thank all the personnel of company for receiving awards and recognition by your plan during the year 23 and 24. And also, I'm glad the company is doing very well the field of CSR activities. Sir, I hope the company will continue video conference meeting in future. So, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting. Thank you so much, sir.
Bhavika Mulchandani.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Bhavika from Mumbai. I'm a part of Millennium MAMS. So this is I'm a first-time investor. This is the first company I bought shares, and I was extremely excited to attend this meeting today, my first ever shareholder meeting, sir. Sir, my question is, GenAI has been the talk of the year. So which industry verticals do you see having the most interest in adoption of this technology? Thank you, sir.
Gautam Tiwari.
So can you listen me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. And can you see me, sir?
I can't see you yet.
Now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for seeing you hale and hearty here. I'm so happy that you are always the one who is inaugurating all the meetings during this season of the meetings. Our TCS is the first and you are the first one. And for which we see you hale and hearty and with such a lot of progress. As is said already, sir, first of all, a very, very good afternoon to all of you, Mr. Kriti Nivasan, Mr. Samir Seksaria, also Mr. O.P. Bhatt, sir, who we know since the time of SBI, even before that also, and his contribution to our company for more than 12-13 years is wonderful, for which I would really like to salute him, and we appreciate him very much for this. And sir, our all KK Mistry and all other directors were CS, very good CS we have got now, sir, in the form of Mr. Pradeep Gaitonde and all other directors. Very much good evening to you all, sir. And here I am, Gautam Tiwari, participating from Mumbai. Dear sir, first of all, I would like to thank you for rupees 28 dividend and overall 73 rupees dividend overall and every time. Sir, one thing I would like to say, sir, from your joining as a chairman, all Tata group of companies, including Tata Motors and all that, and whatever you had promised, you have fulfilled them. And we investors have earned 4 figures in all motors and still are going to earn more with demand and all that. And with not only with Tata Steel, all group companies along with TCS also, although the TCS, sir, all our these companies, IT companies are having the downtrade. So our TCS is also having the downtrade. So what policy, what strategy our company is adopting to restrict this downtrade for at least our TCS hereafter, sir? Sir, I very wonderful services of our Gaitonde, for Pradeep Gaitonde, who is very good, very cordial, very cooperative, very harmonious, and very much helpful and very much caretaking. Sir, the investor service and investor care of our secretarial team, whole team is wonderful, and this is one of the best in the industries, which I can say with confidence because I have been traveling in so many countries and I have been seeing so many secretarial teams here and there. So I really appreciate you for this. Sir, dear sir, TCS is always the, of course, that I have supported. Sir, our MD, your introductory speech and our Kriti Nivasan's speech also has given us very good knowledge about the company's working overall in the past, in the future, and presently, for which we are thankful to him, sir. Sir, I support, as usual, all the appointments and reappointments of directors. And Also, I voted for each and every resolution very much favorably in advance, because we totally, right from the depth of our heart, along with our family and associates, have got total faith and confidence in the management and our lifetime support. Even after that, we assure you herewith, sir. In fact, we have grown up right from my first salary since last these 40 plus years with this Tata group of companies, just putting in at each and every time without fail. So we know how much you have made us malamal, not made us all investors malamal in this duration. Sir, we have got only some small things. In fact, आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछना तो सूरज को रियली सर दीपक दिखाने जैसा है, लेकिन फिर भी in order to safeguard my understanding about it, I would like to know some of the things here. Sir, you have already said about attrition rate, which has reduced quite too much. Sir, what is company's strategy to minimize this attrition rate at higher level? Sir, now how many contracts, how many employees do we have presently, sir, on contract basis and on permanent basis with us? Sir, very important, sir. What are we doing, sir? Our company is doing in order to protect our top key employees from cyber crimes and give them a strong cyber security. Sir, we have done this acquisition of Tejas network. Sir, we had a lot of hopes with that. So to what extent our target has been completed in making companies progress due to this network acquisition, Tejas network acquisition. Sir, now, geopolitical, you have already explained quite in detail, sir, that all these things, uncertainties, global economic uncertainties, and geopolitical is challenges and all that, they have affected our company. So, to what extent our supply chain is affected, and to what extent we have suffered the damage because of this, sir? Sir, just casually, I would like to know, sir, कि 10 साल हमने कितना डिविडेंड और कितने शेयर ट्रांसफर किए हैं सर आईपीएफ में और इन्वेस्टर प्रोटेक्शन फंड में. और सर एक छोटी सी चीज है कि ये टॉप ऑल आईटी स्टॉक्स इंक्लूडिंग टीसीएस आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग double trend for quite some time recently. That is all right, sir. How many of our patents are in the pipeline waiting for approval, sir? Waiting for approval. Currently, what is our currently हमारा carbon neutral rate we have already decided. Currently, to what extent we have achieved it, sir? और बाकी का तो सब ठीक है सर. वन स्मॉल थिंग कि हमारी सब्सिडियरी कंपनीज में से जो भी कंपनी लॉस कर रही है उनके लिए हमारी क्या स्ट्रेटेजी है, और सर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को इन व्हाट वे वी आर मेकिंग देम यूजफुल फॉर आवर कंपनी. सर, वंस अगेन आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. एज यूजुअल, आई एम here to always welcome you wholeheartedly. We have lived with Tata. I thank you very much for meeting all accommodations. सूरज को दीपक दिखाने के जैसा है. Your social responsibility, whatever you are doing for community work, all charities, that everything is marvelous, super fine. Not only in India, abroad also we are appreciated for all this, for which we are thankful to you, sir. Indirectly हमारे हाथ से भी वो पुण्य काम हो जा रहा है, and we get the all पुण्य कर्मास because of this. Thank you very much, sir. Once again, I wish you a very hail hearty life to each and every individual on board and all those connected with us, and wish you the best of the future along with a bright future for the company under your super fine management. Here is a grand big salute to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tiwari. Mr. Nachiappan.
Audible, sir?
Yes.
Good evening to chairman and board members and fellow shareholders. Myself, Nachiappan from Chennai. I'm very happy to participate in this AGM. My first question: for the past few years, the wholly owned overseas subsidiary, TCS France, is earning very low margin or loss for the average turnover of rupees 2,500 crores. And its net worth also turned into negative of 275 crores. Why such low margin, and what is the management's comment? My next question is relating to receivables non-current. More than 3 years old trade receivables are to the tune of rupees 590 crores. What are the reasons such a huge outstanding remain uncollected for more than 3 years? Next, is there any inorganic growth strategy in the pipeline to increase the market share of the company? My last question is relating to vigil mechanism. How many genuine concerns or grievances were reported and addressed under vigil mechanism system during the reporting period? Thanks for the opportunity given, and my special thanks to Company Secretary Mr. Pradeep Manohar. All the best and take care. Thank you.
Mr. S.P. Besania.
So the speaker shareholder has not joined the meeting.
Vinod Agarwal.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please speak.
Yes. Respected Chairman, Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, our MD and CEO Kriti Vasan, and our Company Secretary Pradeep Gaikonde. Good afternoon, regards to everyone, sir. Sir, I take everything in the figures to be taken for granted. You have done good numbers and all. My 2 or 3 queries coming late may be repetitive in the sense that, sir, AI will be used for productive uses and everything that you have mentioned, sir. But it can also be used for the harmful side effects of making defects. And can we not have certain watermarking of our software so that if someone is using our software and making defects, that no one can be caught and the software is denied to that particular person or that entity whichever is using defects. The watermarking is done through that. Such generative AI, though productive, will be highly productive, will also replace a lot of workforce from the employment. So how do you see that? It can lead to productivity on the manufacturing side, but it will lead to a lot of unemployment by not new employment. Sir, our order book of $42.7 billion is very good, sir. But I'd like to know how much time would this contract periods are for. One of them you mentioned was with the insurance company in UK for 15 years. So the normal size of contracts are for how many? 5 years, 10 years? And how much would this 42.7 billion last? And sir, are we seeing any headwinds in recruitment of newer talent? Because the newer talent would be requiring newer sets of skills, sir, and which may not be available in the university as of now. So you'll have to upskill them. And are we getting that staffing with the company and this thing? And knowledge will be different. Sir, on the order book, sir, discretionary spending you mentioned is going down in the Western world, in America and everyone due to inflation and other things. Are we seeing the order flow still very good, sir? This is my very good, small question, sir, and I'm pleased with the dividends and all the performance of the company, sir. I don't want to make those comments, sir. These are my queries, sir. Thank you. Signing off, Vinod Agarwal from Mumbai.
Thank you. Celestine Mascarenhas.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much. Respected Chairman, other members of the board, my fellow shareholders, I am speaking from Mumbai, Mrs. C. Mascarenhas. First, I thank the Company Secretary, Mr. Pradeep Manohar Gaikonde, for sending me an annual report and also registering me as a speaker at my request. Thank you so much. And giving this platform to speak, which was quite easy to operate. Now, very good annual report. Dividend is good. Buyback, bonus, and what else? Market cap. So here in this company, we cannot, we cannot ask you anything more because the good rewarding good share, to the shareholders. Now, congratulations for all awards which are given on page 91, 92. Also, I appreciate the good CSR work which is there in the annual report. Now I come to the ESG as this climatic and water and all. So my question is, are we listed on any dedicated ESG platform whereby more big investors will or may invest? My second question is, we have about 5,500 staff in the R&D, specially dedicated to AI, ML, quantum computing, chat GPT, data analysis, etc. I would like to know what is the attrition level in this sector, R&D, and if higher, how our company tries to take care of these very highly skilled staff. My third question, roadmap for the next 5 years, and where do management's vision and which vertical the highest growth will come? Also here, my sort of outlook for the company, can we not become NVIDIA of USA, TCS as NVIDIA of India? I don't know whether our management is seeing to this and dedicating more to the AI and this other, only concentrating on like NVIDIA. I support all the resolutions. I wish my company all the best, and especially a very good health to the TCS team, and may our company grow in strength to strength. With this, thank you so much. Namaskar.
Manjit Singh.
My audible?
Yeah.
TCS की मैनेजमेंट टीम और सेक्रेटरियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर सभी का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। गुड इवनिंग सर। सर, जिस तरह की हम ग्रोथ दिखा रहे हैं और जिस तरह के हम प्रॉफिट दे रहे हैं, इसकी मैं आपको मुबारकबाद देना चाहूंगा। इंडिया से हमें ग्रोथ आई है, लैटिन अमेरिका से ग्रोथ आई है, यूके से भी आई है ग्रोथ, और मिड ईस्ट अफ्रीका से भी हमें ग्रोथ आई है। हमारी जो रेखाएं माथे की चिंता की जो आती हैं, जहां से हमारा सबसे ज्यादा रेवेन्यू आता है, नॉर्थ अमेरिका, वहां हमारी जो है ग्रोथ माइनस में आई है। तो ये हमारी एक चिंता का कारण है क्या? आने वाले टाइम में इसके बारे में हम क्या देख रहे हैं और बिजनेस वहां हम किस तरह से बढ़ाएंगे? आप थोड़ा अगर वेरवे से बताएंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। और एयर इंडिया एक्वायर करने के बाद, टाटा ग्रुप ने जब एयर इंडिया एक्वायर करा है, तो कुछ बेनिफिट हुए हैं हमारी टीसीएस की कंपनी को, कुछ बिजनेस हमें वहां से मिला है। अगर इस बारे में कुछ ग्रोथ आई है तो आप जरूर बताइएगा। और जिस तरह से आप काम कर रहे हैं हमें अच्छा लगता है, और आने वाले टाइम में हम आपसे उम्मीद करते हैं। सर, ये दिसंबर 2023 के अंदर ये कोई लीगल क्लेम का जो खर्चा आया है 958 करोड़ है कि जाने कितना है, कुछ मैं गलत भी हो सकता हूँ इस बारे में। ये कुछ खर्चा आया है, ये कुछ दिसंबर के 2023 की उसी में दिखा रहा है क्वार्टर में। तो ये किस तरह का खर्चा है, और ये आने वाले टाइम में और भी आता रहेगा? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में अगर बताएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। पीछे आईपीएल चल रहा था, टाटा ने कराया, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कराया, और सीएसआर एक्टिविटी के अंदर उन्होंने जो लास्ट के जो मैच थे 4-5, उसके अंदर जो है हर डॉट बॉल के अंदर ऊपर जो है 500 पेड़ लगाने का लक्ष्य रखा था, कि जो हर गेंद बल्लेबाज खाली खेलेगा जिस पर रन नहीं बनाएगा उस पर 500 पेड़ लगाएंगे। तो इस बारे में कोई टीसीएस का भी इन्वॉल्वमेंट है सीएसआर एक्टिविटी में? जिस तरह से जो है टेम्परेचर रोज नए आंकड़े बना रहा है, खास करके मैं नॉर्थ जोन से हूं, तो यहाँ गर्मी का ज्यादा असर है। टीसीएस जो है समर इसका कुछ देख रहा है सीएसआर एक्टिविटी में? जिस तरह से आपने आईपीएल के अंदर पेड़ लगाने का प्रोग्राम बनाया टाटा कंपनी ने, तो इसमें कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट टीसीएस की भी है? अगर इस तरह की कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट है तो आप इस बारे में बताएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। और भारत जो है बहुत एक विशाल देश है, इसकी जनसंख्या बहुत है, और कुछ एम्प्लॉयमेंट देने में हमारी कंपनी शायद कुछ 2 साल में कमजोर रही है। आने वाले टाइम में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को खत्म करने के बारे में कुछ आप करेंगे? एम्प्लॉयमेंट को ग्रोथ बढ़ाएंगे, एम्प्लॉयमेंट कुछ ज्यादा देंगे? इस बारे में अगर कोई ऐसा प्लान है तो हमें बताइएगा जरूर। आपकी जो सेक्रेटरियल टीम है इन्होंने सरकार द्वारा जो निर्धारित 180 दिन का टाइम होता है एजीएम करने का, उसके 60वें दिन एजीएम करी है, उनको हम मुबारकबाद देना चाहेंगे। और जिस तरह से कंपनी बीएसई के अंदर लिस्टेड है, 532540 हमारा कोड है, टीसीएस सिंबल है, तो हम आने वाले टाइम में यही उम्मीद करते हैं कि कंपनी और ग्रोथ करेगी। और जो हमारी कंपनी ने बायबैक लाया था, करीब उससे 10% के नीचे हमारा शेयर बाजार में रेट है, हालांकि इसमें कंपनी की कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं होती। तो मैं यही जानना चाहूंगा कि कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन के अंदर कुछ इस तरह का प्लान आएगा कि जिससे हमारे शेयर को और मजबूती मिलेगी। बाकी हम यही चाहेंगे कि हंसते खेलते आप जिस तरह से नजर आ रहे हैं, इसी तरह आप कंपनी को बढ़ाते रहें और दिन दूनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करें। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bharat Shah?
हेलो
Yeah.
सर, आवाज आ रही है मेरी? सर
Yeah.
स्मिता शाह बात कर रही हूँ। हेलो।
Yes, आवाज आ रही है, आवाज आ रही है।
थैंक यू सर। माननीय चेयरमैन साहब श्री चंद्रशेखरन जी, एमडी सीओ श्री कीर्ति वासन जी और अन्य सभी उपस्थित मान्यवर वैल्यूबल डायरेक्टर्स टीम, आप सभी को बंबई से स्मिता शाह का सादर प्रणाम। और सर आपको मैं अभिनंदन देना चाहूंगी कि आज अपना टीसीएस का एक्सेलेंट वर्क, एक्सेलेंट अवार्ड, एक्सेलेंट रिजल्ट के लिए मैं अभिनंदन देना चाहूंगी। और कंपनी का 5 साल के कंपेयर में रेवेन्यू, ट्रेंड, अर्निंग पर शेयर साथ में बढ़ोतरी सभी में नजर आ रही है। और खास कर शेयर होल्डर पे आउट रेशियो भी बढ़ता चला आ रहा है। हमारे टीसीएस ब्रांड वैल्यूएशन भी अच्छी बढ़ोतरी पे रही है। हर एक में बढ़ता इंक्रीजमेंट 5 साल के कंपेयर में बहुत अच्छा नजर आ रहा है। आपने इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर अपना बिजनेस बहुत अच्छा खासा बढ़ा दिया है और एक्सेलेंट, बहुत अच्छी बात है सर, आगे बढ़ते रहिए। और गुड डिविडेंड के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। ये सभी रीति से देखे तो कंपनी का जो एक्सेलेंट प्रॉफिट के साथ आगे आगे बढ़ती जा रही है, अच्छी बात है, वेल एंड गुड, अभिनंदन। ये सभी सर आपकी लीडरशिप और हमारे एमडी साहब जिन्होंने बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन भी बताया, तो उनका भी सहयोग आपके साथ हरदम रहा है। और पूरी हार्डवर्क डायरेक्टर टीम और सभी छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉइज की भी कड़ी मेहनत, लगन और हार्डवर्क से ये गुड रिजल्ट आ रहा है। और अभी नेक्स्ट 5 साल के प्लान क्या है, ये जरूर बताने की कृपा करें। और मेरे आगे तो बहुत सारे लोग बोल चुके हैं, तो ज्यादा मैं बात नहीं करना चाहूंगी। बाकी तो मेरी ऑलवेज शुभकामना आपके साथ रही है। तो आज भी मेरी ढेरों शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ है। आप सदा हर्षित मुख रहकर आप अपने आगे बढ़ते कदम बढ़ाते रहे और टॉप मोस्ट मंजिल और हमेशा सफलता की ओर प्राप्त करें। और सुख, शांति और समृद्धि की मंगल शुभकामनाओं के साथ, मेरी दिल की शुभभावना के साथ आपको शुभकामना मैं करती हूँ। और हमारा और आपका रिश्ता सदा बना रहे। और लास्टली मैं जरूर कहना चाहूंगी कि हमारी सीएस टीम बहुत हार्डवर्क टीम है, मेहनती है। और हमारे हार्ड वर्कर, मेहनती कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री प्रदीप जी की लीडरशिप में हमारी हेल्पफुल और मेहनती लगनशील पूरी उनकी सीएस टीम बहुत अच्छी हार्डवर्क के साथ काम कर रही है, अच्छी इन्वेस्टर सर्विस भी दे रही है। हमारी जो भी हमें हेल्प लगे, हमेशा ऑलवेज हमने हमें हेल्प की है। सो उनकी बहुत बहुत मैं धन्यवाद करती हूँ। और आज हमें आपके साथ बात करने का मौका देकर आज की ये इस सीजन की 24th सीजन की जो टाटा ग्रुप की फर्स्ट एजीएम में बात करने का हम कामयाब रहे। और पूरी लगनशील हार्ड वर्क टीम की मैं सराहना करते हुए धन्यवाद, अभिनंदन और ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। और लास्टली सर, मेरी हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट में तो 4 साल से करती आ रही हूँ कि आज हमारी 5th ऑनलाइन वर्चुअल एजीएम है। तो सर मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि सर आप एक हाइब्रिड एजीएम करें, या तो सर आपके तो हम दर्शन जो करते हैं वो हम इस फोटो द्वारा करते हैं, जो वर्चुअली करते हैं। तो चंद्रशेखरन जी, आपके हमें रूबरू दर्शन जरूर देने की कृपा करें। हमारे कलकत्ता वाले शेयर होल्डर तो आपको बुला रहे हैं, लेकिन हम तो बॉम्बे हाउस में आकर आपको मिलना चाहते हैं। तो जरूर एक छोटा सा गेट टुगेदर आप रखिए और हमें सभी जो लास्ट कई साल से आपसे जुड़े हुए शेयर होल्डर्स जो है स्पीकर्स, उन्हें जरूर बुलाने की कृपा करें और आपके दर्शन जरूर दीजिए बस। और हमारा ऑलवेज सपोर्ट आपके साथ रहा है और बस आप सदा रहे गुड हेल्थ वेल्थ के साथ, फुल्ली सपोर्ट के साथ। धन्यवाद सर, चालू रखिए, भरत साहब बात करते हैं।
माननीय चंद्रशेखरन जी, सर एक मिनट ही बोलूंगा, मेरा इसके बाद नाम है, तो मैं यही डेवर से बात कर रहा हूँ सर। और सर एक मिनट बोलूंगा सर। मेरे को कंपनी के बारे में तो सब बताया, अपनी कंपनी बहुत अच्छी चल रही थी, डिविडेंड अच्छा है, सब कुछ अच्छा है, तो उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं कहने का, बस भगवान को प्रार्थना है अपनी कंपनी दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी बहुत आगे बढ़े। और आने वाले साल में सर हो सके तो बोनस के लिए मैं खाली रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ। और सर अपनी वर्क विजिट आप पहला कराते थे, तो विजिट कराने का मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है। तो बहुत साल हो गए, 7-8 साल हो गए विजिट को, तो विजिट जरूर अपना टीसीएस का विजिट, वर्क विजिट जरूर कराने की मेरी एक हार्टली रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी प्रदीप जी और उनकी पूरी टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ। बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग टीम है सर, हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, शेयर होल्डर की कैरियर सेव कर रहे हैं। तो मैं पूरी सीएस टीम को बहुत बहुत ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ और बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर आपको रूबरू मिलने का आज 6 साल हो गए सर, तो आप फिजिकल मीटिंग क्यों नहीं रखते सर? फिजिकल मीटिंग रखिए और उसमें हाइब्रिड किए तो बाहर गाँव वाले भी चांस ले सकेंगे। और एक गेट टूगेदर, पहला तो आप सर गेट टूगेदर भी करते थे, इनफॉर्मल मीटिंग करते थे अपना एजीएम के पहले इनफॉर्मल मीटिंग आपका होता था पहला हर कंपनी का, वो भी आपने बंद कर दिया है सर। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर से इनफॉर्मल मीटिंग सर चालू करिए हर कंपनी का, तो पहले भी एमडी सर सब लोग मिल सकेंगे, थोड़ा रूबरू में बातचीत होएगा सर। और आप भी रूबरू में एक मिलने का मौका दीजिए सर, गेट टुगेदर जैसा करिए, रूबरू में जरूर मिलिए सर। बस सारे रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर, और आने वाले सारे त्योहारों की शुभकामनाएं। जय हिंद सर, जय हिंद, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, जय हिंद, थैंक यू सर।
ओम प्रकाश केजरीवाल।
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Good evening, Chanda sir, and good evening to everybody attending this AGM. Myself, Om Prakash Kejriwal, your equity shareholder from Kolkata. Thank you, Sirji, for providing me the platform to speak something before you. Thanks to our secretary, Pradeep sir, for calling me and taking my know-how. Also, thanks to Hina madam for helping me in registration as a speaker shareholder. Sirji, this is my third AGM, only due to virtual. Though I am your very old shareholder, it is just an opportunity for me to attend this AGM sitting in Kolkata. Sirji, if possible, please follow this virtual AGM in next year also, so that more and more shareholders could join our AGM and express their views. Sirji, I have no complaint regarding your performance. You are doing very well, despite the challenging environment like Russia-Ukraine war, Hamas-Israel war, and Iran-Israel conflict. You are rewarding we shareholders by giving handsome dividends as well as buyback. So there is no complaint from my side. One suggestion is there. Sirji, AI should be used in disciplined manner for the betterment of human beings. At last, Sirji, please maintain your smile and be cheerful. We are always with you as a long-term investor. Thank you. Thank you, Sirji.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kaushik Shahukar.
Good evening, sir. I am audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It is an honor to stand before this esteemed organization today. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the board for granting me opportunity to be part of this important event. Today, I wish to raise some key questions that are essential in understanding TCS position in our ever-evolving competitive landscape. How does TCS maintain its competitive edge in such a dynamic environment? What innovative service has TCS introduced or plans to introduce in the increasingly competitive world? I believe that more a company invests in its research and development, the stronger its dominance becomes, positioning its a leader in the industry. Can we continue to trust in the resilience of TCS business model, and how can the company ensure the shareholders' value remains intact? Additionally, I note the absence of significant corporate actions such as bonus, stock splits, or mergers and demergers aimed at enhancing shareholders' wealth. Are there plans for such initiative in the near future? I would like to inquire if TCS has any plan to manufacture any equipment for the benefit of specially abled persons. While this might not be significant revenue generator, it would undoubtedly bring immense blessings and alleviate the pain caused by disabilities. Before I conclude, I would like to express my concern regarding companies' approach to corporate social responsibility. If company cannot assist those in needs, which when it is most crucial, what is the purpose of CSR activity? I would appreciate I would appreciate it if something could be arranged, and I had requested the company support in certification audit, including Form 15CB. I have been continuously chasing company for the said work for several years now, since the era of Rajendra Moholkar and even before that, during Suprakash Mukhopadhyay. But apart from assurances, I have realized the thing. I am confident that TCS is capable of doing something more substantial. Before I conclude, I want to express my gratitude for the outstanding services provided by our secretary team. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Pradeep Gahitonde, who, like our past company secretaries, such as Mr. Suprakash and Mr. Rajendra Moholkar, has demonstrated a commendable shareholders-friendly approach. Sir, I truly salute your vision in selecting such exceptional talent. Thank you for attention. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Yusuf Rangwala.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear my voice, sir? Can you see me also? Sir, very good evening, sir. Chandrasekhar, sir. Sir, I'm very happy. This is a 29th general annual meeting, sir. Seeing your health and seeing your smiling face, sir, I'm very proud to be shareholder of this company, sir. Sir, I will come out directly on point. Sir, I'm very thankful to our excellent company secretary, Pradeep Mano, sir. Sir, who is a damn person and very hardworking company secretary. Sir, उनके लिए मैं एक छोटा सा उनके लिए सर बोलना चाहता हूँ, आप उनको सर प्रोग्रेस करिए सर, आप उनको बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर पे लाइए, क्योंकि ये वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और अपनी रिकॉर्ड से 20-20 ईयर वो अपना कंपनी का फाउंडर। सर, जो आदमी के पास 7 सेट आपने अलॉट किया था, आज उसके पास 56 है सर। ये दिखाते हैं कि अपनी कंपनी TCS कैसी अच्छी है सर। अपने पास टोटल नंबर ऑफ 5600, टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टाफ RGS एंड अपना एनुअल रिपोर्ट आपने 336 पेज का आपने प्रिंट किया है सर। सर, ये इतना अच्छा आपने प्रिंट किया है सर। पेज 91, 92 मेनी अवार्ड, one lady is smiling on page number you can say 92. Sir, I am seeing this award. I am very happy. So and your CR activities are many CR activities you done sir. आपके बारे में क्या कहना सर? चंद्रशेखर सर, जहाँ पे आप रहते हैं सूरज भी अपनी रोशनी से चमकती है सर, ऐसी आपकी अच्छी है सर। सूरज भी रोशनी चमकती है सर, उसमें भी रोशनी कभी कम नहीं होती जैसी आपकी अच्छी है सर। क्या कहना है सर? मुझे भी आपसे मिलना है सर। सर, टाटा हम भी बॉम्बे में आना सर, एक दिन मुझे भी टाइम दीजिए सर। आपके साथ बैठ के हम चाय पियेंगे सर। मेरा हम रिक्वेस्ट है सर, क्योंकि अभी फिजिकल मीटिंग तो आप नहीं रखते सर। मैं पूरा टाटा ग्रुप के शेयर होल्डर हूँ सर। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र। फूलों की खुशबू, कलियों की बहार और अपना TCS का साथ सर। अम्बेडकर सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी वेरी, थैंक यू सर। नमस्ते सर, नमस्ते। जय हिंद, जय हिंद।
Prakash Nishanai. Prakash Nishanai.
So it appears she has not joined this meeting.
Vinit Kumar Chendalia. Vinit Kumar Chendalia.
Sir, he isn't present.
Rajesh Chainani. Mr. Chainani.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, respected Chairman, Mr. N. Chandrasekharanji, MD CEO, Mr. K. Krithivasan, and a very highly distinguished eminent board of directors, my fellow shareholders. I am Rajesh Chenani, speaking from Vilaypalle, Mumbai. So first of all, I thank our company secretary, Mr. Pradeep Manohar Gaitonde, for sending me the physical copy of balance sheet very well on time. Sir, he called me up also. And sir, it's really a beautiful balance sheet with all facts and figures in place. It's a 334 pages copy. So there is nothing much to answer. And I have gone through your speech also and the balance sheet of Mr. MD CEO also, and a very good presentation by MD CEO Mr. Krithivasan. Sir, and I'm very thankful to you, sir, for a lovely dividend, sir. And sir, keep the pace of the dividend in the same way, sir. Last time we got a very special dividend of 99 rupees. This time the total is 73. So next year, sir, make it little much better than this also, sir. And sir, regarding the bonus, sir, are you planning for any bonus issues? We have received 3 bonuses in 20 years. So it's a very high time, sir. You can at least go for a bonus of like 1 bonus on 2 shares also. So it won't be a much of the thing for you, sir. And sir, there is nothing much to add. I just received the copy of Tata Consumer also. So sir, I am shareholder of all your Tata Group companies. So I will be keeping on meeting you in all the AGMs, sir. And make sure to register it, sir. So I'm just telling you, just before speaking to you, I just received Tata Consumer thing. And Mr. O.P. Bar, sir, give my regards to Mr. O.P. Bar. He's my long from State Bank of India, and all the board I have always met him, sir. And Mr. K.K. Mistry. So I'm thanking you all very much and best of luck, sir. And it's Mr. Modi says like pura desh mera parivar hai, sir. You don't have to say, sir. We as a shareholder have to say that you are our family, sir. So I thank you very much, sir. Keep up the good work. And sir, in the coming year, I want that my TCS should part Reliance Industries, sir, in the market cap, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Anandu Vital Nayak.
Am I visible and audible, Chairman, sir?
Yeah, you're not visible, you're audible. Yes, you're visible also.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Chairman, sir. I really appreciate the policy of the management in terms of consistency regarding the payout to the shareholder. It is really excellent. Almost 100% of the standalone profit distributed to the shareholders, either by way of a dividend or maybe by way of a buyback of shares. Chairman, sir, when I see the standalone financial, there is one element called legal cost, and this component is more of a punitive nature. I just want to understand from an income tax perspective, is it a deductible expense or it is a complete disallowance? Chairman, sir, when I see one of the component is a brand equity contribution, so I just want to understand, is it percentage to the sales or is it percentage to the net profit in terms of calculation? And about the deductibility of the expense from an income tax perspective, whether it's a deductible as a expense. And one surprise to me, Chairman, sir, when I see the audit report, page number 244, there is a mild modified kind of, and I will not say it is a qualification, but apparently it looks to be a modified one regarding an audit trail. It says the feature of recording audit trail facility was not enabled at the database level to any. I understand that this is a new requirement which has come in the financial year 23-24. And I think almost all the companies will carry this kind of a comment because something new still to settle down. Other than that, I don't have any specific questions, but I want to mention something here. I'm really happy with your secretarial department, sir. The way they take care of the shareholders. I remember when I sent a mail for the enrollment as a speaker shareholder, I got a call from Gaitonde, sir, and he said, we just want to check the compatibility of the system so that there should not be any technical glitch. It is really surprising, and I'm really happy with this, sir, because such a person in the leadership team calling a small shareholder like me holding hardly 70 shares and giving the same sort of a treatment. It is absolute unbelievable and unheard kind of a thing. And this is possible only in Tata organization, sir. And my father has purchased almost all the shares of Tata Group company. So we are loyal shareholders of Tata Group for last more than 30 years, sir. And even I did the audit of you and Tata Group company during my articleship, sir. Thank you so much. And TCS is really a valuable company, sir, in the Tata Group. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Good day, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Akhil Borkar.
Hello all.
Yes.
Good afternoon. First of all, thank you for this opportunity. I'm really grateful and truly blessed. It might not seem that way in the next 2 or 3 minutes, but trust me, I'm really grateful for everything. So I just hope these questions do not go unanswered or are very generically answered as always. So I'll jump to the questions. These questions are basically to everyone, not just TCS. No, these are applicable for every industry, every business. But TCS, Tata's, other trendsetters, and we have a lot of faith in Tata's, as all the shareholders expressed. So jumping to the questions, why BSR was chosen for statutory audits when there were 6 red flags observed against them by the regulatory body NFRA. So is there anything to hide? Next, what are the legal settlements expenses talked about? These are almost kind of the CSR allocation or CSR budget that is mentioned in the report, that is completely nullified by the legal expenses that are there in the reports. The posh cases that are highlighted, these have doubled, actually more than doubled. So it's a mentality issue, definitely, in spite of all the trainings and etc. But would it not is it not possible? I wanted to know your opinion. Work from office is a contribution to that, or I don't know why TCS is hesitant on the remote working policy, because the argument of culture and sense of belonging seems difficult to digest. It's really difficult to digest because everyone works for money. You are working for money. We are working for money. Shareholders want money back. So is there an inefficiency in managing the workforce remotely, especially in times where TCS, being the trendsetter and pioneer in the advancement of technology? So why is remote working a reluctant topic for TCS, especially 5 days in office? In which entity in the group has hedged the portfolio against the TCS's currency headwinds risk? And how would these flow back to the TCS's financial statements is what I wanted to understand. And if the risks are mitigated and hedged, so why propagate a sense of fear of job cuts, etc., in the organization during these downturn or reversal periods? Next, it is mentioned that the median remuneration for the KMPs to be around 7 crores, whereas it's 14.8 lakhs for males and 10.4 lakhs for females, especially at the ground and mid level. So what is being done for this disparity? Why TCS is not considering salary role rationalization as a strategic initiative, and why take it so long? What are the plans for hiring or giving opportunity to shareholders and hiring ex TCSs as well, given the primary first employees of TCS to be paid well and adjusted for their compensation and remuneration? What is the M&A strategy? Especially, is there any divestiture plan? Is what I wanted to know. Gen AI is talked of a lot, but its impact is not realized, is what is evident from the reports. Impact is realized in the sense how exactly the impact would be realized in terms of the societal societal cultural change in the entire operation. That is what I wanted to know about. Also, quantum computing. There's a small percentage allocation in the quantum computing space, but again, the same thing. Quantum computing impacts and details are missing. If you could include that as well. Also, what are the plans for buyback in the coming future? Because it's just 25% of the entire shareholder equity. So, and what would be the stance? What would be the impact if this public investment is revoked? I'm truly sure that the loyal shareholders would stay with TCS, and if TCS decides to take a strong stance on employee satisfaction, just as it takes for shareholder and customer satisfaction, these shareholders would not go. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks.
Bharati Sharaf.
So, speaker number 32, Ms. Bharti Saraf, and speaker number 33, Mr. Ashok Sumrabanyam, have not joined the meeting yet.
Mohit Dugal.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chairman, CEO, the esteemed board members, the diligent company secretarial team, and my fellow shareholders. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I have a few important questions I would like to ask. First, given the fierce competition in the IT sector and the pivotal role of talented professionals, how does TCS attract and retain the industry's top talent? Second, in an era where AI is essential to digital transformation, how is TCS leveraging AI to enhance its services and operational efficiency? Could you share specific impactful AI applications? Third, as more multinationals establish their own global capability centers for cost efficiency and operational control, how is TCS adapting? What innovative strategies are we employing to stay ahead of the curve? Thank you once again for your attention and for allowing me the opportunity to ask these important questions. Thank you.
Sumitra Padma Malini Sunkaranam.
So, the speaker shareholder has not joined yet.
Vasudha Dakwe.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, respected chairman, sir, board of directors, and my fellow shareholders. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. I would like to congratulate our company secretary and his team for sending me the soft copy of the report well in advance, which itself is clear and transparent. The opening speech given by Chandrasekhar sir is also very informative and excellent. Most of the question was asked by my previous shareholder. I would not take more time. With this, I support all the resolution. Thank you very much and wish the company all the best for coming financial years. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Liju Matai Kimonil.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, CEO, sir. I will take only a few minutes, actually. I just want to know that in future, there are a lot of headwinds. And what is your plan for these coming years, means 2024-25? How the inquiries are converted into business, actually? Whether any inquiries are there in the pipeline? And what will be your guidance for next 1 year, actually? Now you have crossed 6%, you have shown the revenue increase. So whether it will increase or decrease. And second thing, I want to tell you that you have taken 2 buybacks. That is, one last buyback was 4,000 for rupees 4,150, and before that it was for rupees 4,500, actually. After taking the buyback also, the share values have gone down by 25%. What is the reason for it? Because generally, when the buybacks any company declares, the share values used to go up. And as some of the shareholders told that We have completed around 20 years after the listings. So what is your plan for giving the bonus? At least this year we are expecting some bonus because your peers have already given bonus, but still that TCS has not given from last 5 years. And I would like to ask one more question. Do you have any program for internship for the young budding engineers actually? So, because you are doing a lot of CSR work, okay, it is good, but why don't you do some internship program so that young budding engineers will be benefited in your organization and it will be good for the country also. So that's all, sir. Thank you very much for all these questions.
Sonakshi Saragi.
So speaker number 38, Ms. Sonakshi Saragi, and 39, Mr. Sujan Modak have not yet joined.
Abhijit Kumar Srivatsava.
Hello, good afternoon, Chairman sir. This is Abhijit Srivastava from Noida, and thanks for having me on the TCS AGM. It's an honor to speak at this. I just wanted to ask few questions. I think several other people have already asked. One thing that are you planning to take ex-TCSs back into TCS? And the second question is like BSNL account, like BSNL is also already facing a lot of losses. So I'm concerned that it should not be going into NPAs, some sort of loss-making entity or loss-making account for TCS, where we are putting in a lot of money to save the account. That's my concern. And congratulations for having a great result and focusing on Gen and AI use cases for the future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. With that, we have come to the end of all the registered speaker shareholders. Now I would like to respond to all the questions raised. Some of the questions are repeated, so I'm going to try and answer them once and will not repeat them again. Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna, thank you for your comments. You asked about TCS role in voter list, digital infrastructure, etc. TCS has always done very, very important mission critical projects in India. Whenever there is opportunity to work in such prestigious projects, which are public services related, TCS will always be interested to work in those projects. Second, on AI adoption and regulations, yes, the AI adoption is something that will happen very significantly. Many speaker shareholders asked a lot of questions about Gen AI. The questions ranged from what industries will be impacted. Every industry will be impacted, whether it is a consumer industry or B2B industry. But the consumer industry's impact will be very visible because consumers will feel the power of AI in the way personalization happens and the experience is better delivered to consumers. So whether it is healthcare, whether it is travel, whether it is financial services, whether it is in loan product, insurance products or claims, or whether it is in a retail, how a customer is proactively created an offer, similar thing in airlines, similar thing in hotels. So all those things will be significant because of AI. And similarly in B2B, real-time visibility, supply chain visibility, and the data gathering and the analytics that will go into it, and in the way the solutions will be automated, etc. Many impacts will happen because of AI. Someone asked a question whether AI has a negative impact. Yes, any technology that brings a lot of positive possibilities also can be misused by people who want to misuse them. And that is something we have to watch out for. That is why regulations are necessary. This industry has to be regulated. There is no question about it. And the governments in the world are aware of this, and regulations will come more and more as we move into the future. And another area about AI is the privacy, data privacy. That is another area that will get very strictly regulated. And what investments TCS is making, already we covered it. There are a large number of projects being done by TCS with their clients. And also in the Tata Group, there are more than 100 GenAI projects are going on at any point in time. So this is something we all have to prepare for and adapt ourselves to realize the benefits, and at the same time safeguard against any negatives. The other issue about AI, someone asked about job losses. Yes, in certain areas, AI and Gen AI will automate stuff, and that will result in higher productivity, but at the same time, job losses. But in some other areas, AI will require a lot more capability, a lot more jobs will be created in certain other areas like data management and so on and so forth. So it's a mixed bag, but we need to handle this and we need to proactively embrace this so that we are able to reskill people, prepare people for the change. And another question was regarding cyber threats. It's we also talked about secure networks. See, anytime we innovate to produce something from a technological point of view very advanced, at the same time, you will have to anticipate there will be people who want to beat that and create a negative impact. So cyber threats are real, and TCS is building its capability, constantly investing, and we will continue to do more. You asked about TCS's preparedness to navigate the advancement in financial technology. All I can tell you is that TCS is at the forefront of technology and deployment of technology in many sectors, and primary one being the financial services technology. Thank you. Ms. Purdehi, thank you for your comments. I take note of your comment on the page number legibility due to the black color that has been used as a background, and the company secretary will take note of that for next year. And I already answered your question on AI and employment. Geopolitics, it is the nature of the world that we live in. We are at least looking at 3 hotspots in the world at this point in time, and we definitely need to be prepared to navigate any surprises that will fall out of these geopolitics. But currently, I can tell you that TCS's business is not impacted. And Mr. Sailesh Mahadevia, you asked about the technology investments. TCS last year made a total investment in capex of 2,650 crores. That is lesser than the normal because we had stopped some of the capital projects during COVID, and those projects are beginning, so the capital investment will go up in the coming years. The tech capex last year was 1,100 crores in terms of getting the company and employees to have the advanced technology for their work environment. 1,550 crores was physical infrastructure. On research and innovation, TCS investment was in excess of 2,750 crores. That is also a technology investment. And Mr. Praful Chavda, thank you for your comment. You asked about TCS's return from IPO point of view. Just the share price itself has gone about 37 times since the IPO. So if you had, for every rupee you would have invested, you would have gone 37 times more. And the dividend, and on top of that, the dividend and the buybacks have been pretty significant. The last 5 years, it has been 100%. And even before, it has been significantly high. TCS has been paying dividend every quarter since it went public, and also has been paying an annual dividend and special dividend every other year. And recently, it is paying special dividends or buybacks every year. So given that, I think some comments expressed by people that TCS should be considering additional dividend for the 20th year, I would just say is plainly unreasonable. Mr. Jamadar, thank you for all your comments. I think the IT spending is not coming down, it is getting staggered. So as the world is going through certain uncertain times, remember the technology spend for all corporations globally will only increase, because you see two sides. One are the mega trends that are changing the way all of us live, how the businesses operate. These are digital, AI, Gen AI, energy transition, modern supply chains, secure networks, and changes that are happening in several industries, whether it is in financial services or drug discovery or healthcare or advanced manufacturing. All of this will require significant tech investments. So the investment in tech and the total available spend for companies like TCS to grow their business is on the increase year after year, and it will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. But on the other hand, we must appreciate that the world is going through sometimes geopolitical crisis, sometimes supply chain disruptions, sometimes commodity crisis. Many such things happening which will either impact the economic growth of a country or inflation of a market, and those things will have short-term budgeting impacts for companies, because every company have to meet their business targets and shareholder returns. So there will always be movement of the budget between this quarter and the next quarter, between this year and next year. But remember, the overall spend on technology is very solid, very sound. That is a foundation for the future of every business and every society. So TCS is in a very good space. And somebody asked which sector will be a laggard sector, which sector will be a strong sector. As I said, all the sectors are big adopters of technology. And we don't see any impact with any regulatory change with regard to visas, etc. There is nothing that is on the anvil. But TCS now has a very strong workforce in all markets. Mr. Kotwani, and I think this comment was also later raised by Tamal Majumdar and a couple of others about the increase in the harassment cases. But you must remember, we are operating in such a global environment. We are also operating with 600,000 or 6 lakh plus professionals. And the company constantly is enforcing and encouraging a culture of openness. We always want people to express themselves, and in the process, if there is a harassment, people should raise. And when they rise, the numbers is likely to go up. But on a company of this size, this number of cases is expected to happen. And the main thing is, how do we continue to invest in education of people? How do we deal with these cases with zero tolerance? And how do we continue to reinforce both the culture, education, and also the actions that we take. How do we ensure that people are aware of that so that we create a culture of healthy working atmosphere? I don't think that we can go to remote working to solve this problem. Company takes these calls in terms of having a in-person working based on a number of factors. We are not trying to create jobs for people. We are trying to create careers for people. This company is about building an institution. This is an institution. In order to continue this being a very strong institution, we need to ensure that we invest in people. At the same time, people also build their careers with a company like us. And so these are things that we are aware of, we are conscious of, and we will continue to focus. And Mr. Kotwani asked about CSR spend. TCS has a very significant CSR spend in India. The total spend in India is about 827 crores in India. Globally, if you take it, is more than 950 crores. So while the CSR 2% requirement is for India, which we meet, we also spend CSR in other markets because our group philosophy and TCS philosophy is to contribute to the communities where we operate from. So in every market, we do take up work with communities and social engagements. Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf, you asked about data on the maternity and paternity benefits. Based on the policies, maternity benefits are available to over 223,305 women employees in all the countries we operate, and paternity leave is available for 95,340 male employees. And Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, thank you for your comments. Radha Saraf, you asked about talent management, and the talent management is something that TCS is focused on. This is something we constantly think about and constantly discuss what other things we can do. TCS maintains the highest retention rate industry for years, for decades. And it doesn't happen as a chance. This happens because we are committed to maintaining high retention. We continue to look at our policies, continue to relook at what else we can do. So this is not one magic thing that I can tell you. There's a number of things that we do holistically, from training to engagements to performance to career opportunities to job rotation to 100 other things that we do. Sharat Kumar Shah, I understand your ratio analysis. The cost of equipment and software, it is primarily to do with some SA engagements. Whenever in a year the SA engagements go, that is the system integration engagement goes up, you will see an increase in the cost of equipment and software. Last year, some of it is also due to the equipments in the BSNL contract. And you asked about cloud. Couple of others also asked, why can't you build a cloud like a Microsoft or like a NVIDIA hardware? See, TCS is a services company. TCS's focus is on building solutions across industry verticals to client. And what we do is to partner with people who make products or hardware and bring that solutions to client in the client's context and the client's industry's context. That's what we do. And you asked about EPS. You talked about the EPS growth in 10 years. Is it the right level? So you got to remember, TCS in these 3 years has given 3 bonuses. So if you want to see the real EPS per share equivalent to 10 years back, you need to multiply it by 3 times. And 8 times. And you asked about who is the equivalent of FC Kohli. I mean, that is not a correct question to ask. Mr. FC Kohli was a legend, and it is not fair or correct to think of comparing anyone with Mr. FC Kohli. Rutika Agarwal, you talked about what is the cost for upskilling. See, TCS does not see upskilling as a cost item. This is a strategically important item. TCS would like to spend more money in training, and so we continue to do that. But still, our training and cost budget is pretty much as per our targets. Our attrition rate again has come down. The company has done a very good job, and we will continue to focus to maintain the industry best retention rates. Tamal Majumdar, see, you asked a question about age group 50 plus. See, the reason the 50 plus age group is higher in other countries is because most of those countries predominantly we do lateral recruitment. Here in India, over the years, over several decades, we have recruited people from the colleges, and they have all grown. Even a person we recruited 30 years ago still has not grown to cross that particular age band. And our utilization is one of the best in the industries. And our operating margin, we don't give guidance. Many people asked, are you going to grow better in FY25 than in FY24? Will your margin FY25 better than FY24? All I can tell you is that there are growth opportunities. We see positive signals. Our intent is to deliver better results in FY25 from growth rates and margin point of view than in FY24. And you asked about the EPIC. In the EPIC, the case has been closed, but the interest charge is still sub judice. So the 11.5 million you find in the subsidiary is a provision, and that will get decided as and when the court makes a decision. And TCS is focused on secure networks. See, we constantly check our networks, constantly check our readiness, and look at vulnerabilities. So our intent is to keep ahead of any attacks that can happen. TCS will develop AI capabilities, intellectual property, and will also work with startups, and where it makes sense, will make investments in startups. The BSNL contract, yes, 10,000 sites have been rolled out, and more sites have been rolled out now. Our intent is to complete this project this fiscal year. Mr. Bhavika Mulchandani, I think your questions have already answered. Mr. Gautam Tiwari, already you answered your questions on attrition rate. You asked about employees on payroll versus employees on contract. There are 6,01,546 employees on the payroll who are permanent employees of the company, and 30,312 globally are contract employees. You asked about transfer to IPF. The total money transferred to IPF during FY24 is 4.77 crores. Mr. Nachiappan, you talked about the low margin for France. Actually, you got to understand that some of these subsidiaries are legal subsidiaries, and they work with offshore. When you look at the margin of business for a particular market, we need to look at both the local subsidiary and the backend that happens in India. But nevertheless, this is the margin at the subsidiary level. And you talked about the trade receivables of greater than 3 years for 590 crores. See, in such a large operation where our annual revenues are about $29 billion, almost 230,000 crores, all of that is earned every year, billed every year, collected every year. The number 590 is a very small number. It is not a significant number, but nevertheless, we do not want to have any receivables for such a long period of time. But the nature of the contracts, sometimes the for various delays that may happen, sometimes totally outside of our control, these things do happen. Company is always committed to both organic growth and inorganic growth. I cannot give any specifics. Mr. Vinod Agarwal, I already answered your question on AI and Gen AI. You asked about the order book. How long does it take? See, typically the contracts may be 3 years, 5 years, and very rarely beyond 5 years. The 15-year one that you saw is only a situation that happens in platform contracts, and that's a very small in number. So it is fair to assume that most of the contracts that we sign get executed in 3 to 5 years' time. Celestian, and we do not see any headwinds in talent, thanks to the good work by the company and the brand that it enjoys. So we are able to attract talent. Celestian Mascarenas, I have already answered your questions. The only other question is about the roadmap for next 5 years. As I said, the company is operating in an environment and in an industry where there will be significant opportunities. So I see lots of opportunities and positive growth momentum for the company for the next 5 years. Manjit Singh, I've already answered your question. I can't comment on the share price. Somebody asked after the buyback, the share price has not moved. I don't think that I can predict what the share price will be. We will focus on continued growth, continued profits, cash flows, and shareholder return. Smita Shah, Bharat Shah, thank you for your comments. Mr. Kaushik Shanukar, thank you for your comments. And there are no corporate actions that I can talk about. The company is not in the manufacturing business, but I take note of your comment. We will see what we can do. And Anandu Vital Nayak, the legal business expenses like legal expenses that are not levied by statutory authority and brand expenses that are at arm's length or tax deductible expenses. Mr. Akhil Borkar, you asked question regarding BSR. See, whenever we choose audit firms, the audit committee looks at presentations from multiple firms, and then based on a number of factors, the firm is chosen. And you also asked about the CSR budget, which I already answered. Posh cases, I already answered your question. I think regarding hiring of employees, TCS, etc., company has a clear policy, and these policies are made by the company after due deliberations. So the company will stay with those policies. And you asked about the difference in pay structures between male and female employees. All I can tell you is that TCS treats everyone fairly and everyone equally. If there is a difference in a particular brand, it is because within that particular band there may be difference in experience and levels, etc. So otherwise, there is absolutely no difference in the way it treats. In fact, we would like more women. We would like more women at the senior levels. It's our constant endeavor. While we have a 36% workforce, women workforce in the company, we would like to increase that further, and also we would like to see more women in the top layers of the company. So there are efforts around. Mr. Mohit Dugal, I already answered your questions. Mr. Liju, I already answered your question. Mr. Abhijit Kumar Srivatsa, I think this contract is strategically a very important contract with BSNL. We are very proud of the opportunity to create an indigenous network infrastructure solution for 4G, 5G, and then beyond. So we are very happy with that engagement, and I'm pretty sure that that engagement will successfully end and will lead to many other engagements. With those, I have answered all the questions raised by honorable shareholders. Now I authorize Pradeep Gaitonde, Company Secretary, to conduct the voting procedure and conclude the meeting. The e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes for members to cast their votes if they had not done so already. The results would be announced within the time stipulated under the applicable laws, and the same would be intimated to the stock exchange and uploaded on the website of the company and that of NSDL. I thank you all shareholders for attending today's meeting and for your continued support. I am also grateful to the support from all the directors and also thank them for making it possible to join today. With your consent, I, the management team, and other board members would now say goodbye and leave the meeting. I request all you shareholders to stay safe and healthy. Thank you very much.